Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Gabe Dowd, and joining me are my two lovely co-hosts, yet again, not Nick Walters, not Big Whopp, not Crockpot, but Talia Nori, camera assistant. Miss Do-It-All is back, filling Nick's spot. Is the chair warm again?
No.
No, I was going to say, because so that he is really here in spirit.
If anything, Dom's chair should be warm because I was sitting there for a good few hours.
She kept it nice and warm.
If there's ever a time for it to be warm, it needs to be today, because here in New England, it was flurrying, it's cold, it's miserable.
Guys, the feel like was 16 when I was coming
It was
here.
terrible.
Yeah, it was cold.
But to my left is the man himself, Mr. Consistent, Domi Salami, a.k.a. Dom Capuano.
Never miss an episode.
How are we feeling, guys? Yeah,
Cold.
you feel free not to jump on it.
I'm feeling pretty great, you know.
Talia's second episode in a row.
Second in a row.
She's more prepared.
Third or fourth? The fourth total.
So did we tell them why we're
Oh yeah, we are in business attire, as you can tell. Dom, do you want to give them the vision, the inspiration?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay, I'll get that.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Speak first. Joy Taylor, Keyshawn Johnson, whoever the other guy is. Well, your inspiration.
Wow.
We are going to take the advantage to have a female presence on the show. And what better way to have her do than what they do in the professional world and, well, guide the show. Make sure me and Dom stay on track. Keep with the plan at hand.
Oh, yeah.
And, well, get the show on the road and make sure it's a good one and it's high quality.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're going to be doing. So Talia is your Joy Taylor this week. Dom, I guess you're Keyshawn Johnson because doing the picture, you're in his spot. And I cannot remember his name for the life of me. And I'm not going to look it up, but I'm him. I'm him. I got the tie. I've got the button up. I feel like I look like a ripoff of Colin Cowherd, but I'm not going to flip-flop my takes. Hopefully they're going to stay consistent and truthful as always. Colin, I'm not going to rip into you this time, even though last time the clip got 8,000 views.
I'm not supposed to be him, but I feel like Joe Buck today. I mentioned this before the podcast.
Yeah, because of Lambo last night.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad person to look like.
I like their jackets.
If there's any guy in broadcasting and play-by-play right now that I would want to sound like, look like, and be like, it's Joe Buck.
And Troy Aikman. Those
Both
two
of
are
them. That
amazing
crew's the
together.
best crew.
Oh, yeah. Monday Night Football is
I mean,
the
don't
best
get me wrong.
football.
Romo and Nance is good, but I think it's good because of the bit behind it.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm doing it again. Whereas Buck and Aikman are just great.
Oh, yeah. They're just good. All around
Mix
good.
up those names.
Dude, it's hard. There's like, what, 16 pairs?
I like,
Don't ask me.
It's confusing.
I like, why can I not think of his name? Mr. Patrick Mahomes himself.
Chris Collinsworth
and Mike Tirico.
Mike Tirico's
I
phenomenal.
like Mike Tirico.
We didn't put it in the show last week because we just had too much news. It really wasn't football related. It didn't make the cut, but I'm going to do it now. Mike Tirico's not only calling the Super Bowl this year, but going to call the Olympics right after it.
Wow.
Tell me that isn't some
Who's
big
he calling the
shoes to
Super
fill.
Bowl with?
Would it be Chris Collinsworth to call it with him?
Oh, God.
If Mahomes makes it, if there is a way where the Chiefs find their way into the Super Bowl, oh my God, we are in for a good one audio-wise. What a game it will be. If I have to see Patrick Mahomes in my Super Bowl when I go to it to work for the NFL, I'm going to be pissed.
That'll be sad.
But before we start, I would love to get to know how we are doing, how our week's going, anything fun, anything exciting. Talia, start us off.
Nothing fun or exciting, really. Actually, I started a little bit of a new position at my work.
You heard last week she was miserable. Now we've changed.
Yeah, I'm
changed that around
making
quick.
salads and desserts at the place I work at. And
We're
that
cooking
has
now.
been that has been a blast. I quite am leaving happier now.
You feeling like the chef?
I am.
Tapping into the inner chef?
The people I always work with at the front, they keep going, Chef Talia, Chef Nori. I'm like, oh.
Hey,
Getting
you
real
got the
official
exquisite
over
title.
here. I'm like,
You got
okay.
this bartender over here and chef. So
Bartender, chef, server.
here on the show, we've got it all.
Anything.
You can do the
Honestly.
camera work. You can get us drinks. You can get us food. I'd love
Yeah.
a little side salad and a little drink to get me going before the show.
Yeah.
Um,
Paying me, I will.
So nothing else fun. I mean, we did shoot a little bit of clip movie today for our fellow friend Kyla, who's off camera right now. Other than that, we did find out that acting is not Talia's thing.
We've been known that because this is the second thing I've done for her.
Well, we found out for real.
Would you
on the other
consider
hand,
this
felt at home.
acting?
This
No.
is not. This is the real us. I
No.
would feel.
That's
of
me
course-
pretending to be
look,
scared and having to
look,
jump
okay.
when Gabe's hiding behind a door.
Did you guys use my camera for that?
No,
she had
has
one
her
for
own
school. She had a whole
camera.
camcorder.
Oh,
I
damn.
showed her your camera because
She
Kyla
brought me
said
up
that she
to a
likes being behind the
freezing park
camera.
to go have a
I was going to say,
slide.
you could have used mine.
We could have, but no, she had a whole camcorder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Canon.
School provided.
But no,
Dang,
I
that's
felt
not
in my
cheap.
element. I felt at home. Kyla told me what to do. I did what I was told. It felt fun.
Yep.
I felt it natural.
He likes doing what
Don't
he's
start
told.
there. I was just gonna say we are a little bit refined in what we can and can't say because there are guidelines you don't want to test in the TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify world. But for the most part, I think this is the pretty raw version of us.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say. I would say you get the most real version. Hell, I think we've loosened up a little bit more than we typically do.
Yeah.
Me and you especially used to be a lot more, cut back.
Yeah.
Actually, no, Nick has upped us. Nick has stepped out of his show.
That's true.
But I'd like to say this is the most refined version. Dom, how's our week going?
School's finally slowing down. I got 3
wish
weeks
I could
left.
say the same.
So thank God I got finals coming up, which I'm not looking forward to. But
Boy, do I
it
got
is
good
what it
news for
is.
you.
What?
That science exam, I got a 76. I took the over. I bet 75 and a half with the boys in class, and I got a 76. I am a scientist at heart. I know how streams work. I know how water flows.
There you go. Said it first.
And back to school for me, it ain't slowing down. I've got 2 presentations tomorrow. If you can't tell, I'm pretty freaking animated about it. I'm not confident, but, not a lot of mental time to really get into a groove. I'm here to do the show and then go to bed tonight and then wake up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., go to the 8 a.m., and this is the funny part. For sociology, I'm basically stepping into an inspirational role. Gabe will be, I'm not going to be dressing this part tomorrow morning, as I should, though, but I'm going to be talking inspiration. I have to give a presentation essentially on what I identify as and what I want my audience to take away if I was to give this podcast. Funny enough, it's a podcast I'm doing a presentation about. Not ours, but
Turns
a
out
podcast.
he's got his own podcast.
So I'm going to be doing Disciplined in Me, a spin on the Identity in Me podcast. And essentially, I'm going to be telling my class why I identify as disciplined and why I think it is a core quality that anyone should attain. And that discipline doesn't just mean being, doing what I'm supposed to do. It's doing what you have to do when you don't want to, and really digging down deep. Wow, I can't speak. I need to really get good for tomorrow morning if I want to do this. Digging down deep into doing what you want to do and why you're doing it, knowing that there's a progress and a purpose as to what you're doing. So I've got to be Mr. Inspirational tomorrow morning. And then following that, I've got to do a risk management presentation on my indoor facility at my college on potential risks that could get us lawsuits and what we should do to fix them to avoid said lawsuits. So I've got a lot of public speaking in my near future. Right here. And then Thursday morning, I've got my sports management symposium where I'll be meeting a bunch of league professionals from the MLB, NBA, NHL, and the local regional NBC sports director, if I got that title correct. So I got a lot of going up in the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Next 72 hours are busy.
We reeling it in?
So yeah, my life this week, at least at the moment, is pretty ramped up. That's where I'm at. So I'm not slowed down, but we're definitely doing some stuff. Yeah, that's all I got, I guess. Are we satisfied?
Yeah,
cool.
Dom,
so
ready for Dom now.
Into some football.
Yes.
We had some pretty tragic news happen.
Terrible news heading into, what was it, Thursday, wasn't it?
Yeah, Cowboys DN, as many of you have probably overheard, Marshawn Nealon tragically passed away on November 6th from an apparent self-inflicted gun wound. So it was actually scored his first touchdown against the Cardinals. It
Making
was
an
a
impact.
punt block touchdown, his first, and great special teams play.
Only 24 years old.
Just to find out 2 days later, or 3 days later, passed away, and it was shocking. But
I mean, you texted the group chat. I was doing my morning run.
I got the
crazy.
Schefter alert, and I was like, "What?"
You screenshotted immediately.
I was like, "Oh my god!" I just saw him score a touchdown the other day.
I want to specify: it doesn't matter what the story is, what the investigation entails. When a player this young, or a player at any rate, I mean, we're still grieving over Doug Martin, and we still haven't figured out what he passed away from. But when a player at all passes away, it is tragic. So, and the way it went, I mean, messaging your girlfriend, your mom, your goodbyes, and it coming down to this, and you're so young, you're just on that tip of he wasn't even in his prime yet.
Not yet. No.
Just like
he was
touching
great for the Cowboys.
Phenomenal. He's the one bright spot of the defense they had, and like it's just heartbreaking. I mean, anyone passing away in sports or in life in general, especially when you're close
anybody
to them,
passing away, it's tragic.
It's a piece of news that we never want to ever have to share or even talk about.
Yeah.
But
and
our thoughts and prayers with the family, of course. But.
Yeah, so I was doing some research into it afterwards, and as terrible as it sounds, I was looking at what happens to his contract when an NFL player dies.
That's a good question because I actually was curious myself. What did you find?
So I found out that the Cowboys do have to take the cap hit, so they can't get that, but the contract itself, even the guaranteed money, is voided. So no one's going to get paid the rest of the money of his contract. However, that salary cap hit, it's basically dead money is what happens.
Well, yeah, that's what I would assume. Now, my other question, though, your thoughts specifically, if you don't mind me asking you, do you think that money should be given to the family?
Absolutely. I think the
least
guaranteed money in the contract was guaranteed. That money should still go to whoever's next in line.
That's what I wanted to hear.
And I don't think, what's the sense of this money just dead money?
Voided, yeah.
It's just dead. It's a salary cap now.
Well, I don't know if you agree, Ty, but my thoughts are at least give it to the family so they can use it for the bills that are going to take to do a service, do all the things.
I think the same thing. Like that makes sense that they would give to the family, give back to them. They just lost someone so.
Well, not only that, like if someone in your family passes away and you're in the will, you're given whatever's left.
Yeah.
I feel like this should pay some similar tribute.
Yeah,
but that's just where my mind's at with it.
Part of left of him.
Exactly. Like I understand you can't replace someone, but the least the organization can do. And I don't know if this is the Cowboys.
Just help them. So no, it's specific around the NFL.
I was gonna say this isn't us bashing the Cowboys.
Yeah.
This is just us, bringing up
NFL,
the fact that,
like precedents. It should be changed.
I should think that would be one thing.
Guaranteed money. It's almost like when the Bengals are making Shamar Stewart's deal, and he's been in and out of prison, and he wants all his money guaranteed, even if he goes to jail and can't play.
Was that Shamar Stewart that was in it?
I think that was Shamar Stewart, yeah, because they
I guess I didn't know that depth of
the Bengals, they couldn't reach a contract agreement because he wanted all his money guaranteed.
Guarantees. I didn't know that.
It was on the guarantees, but it was because of that.
Stuff. Interesting.
It was because the Bengals didn't want to guarantee his full contract because of his legal issues. But he wanted. I'm almost positive. Positive. It was. I know it was a player. I was almost positive it was him. Well, he does that research. It's similar to that scenario in that if you guarantee a player money, if Stewart would get paid his guaranteed money if he went to jail, why shouldn't a player who passed away's family or loved ones get the same guaranteed money that they were supposed to earn? It makes more sense to me that way because, as Gabe said, you need to cover now. You got to cover the funeral, the expenses, and just all the hell that they're going to go through for the next however long. But
it must have had to have been another player, similar rookie. Oh, you're thinking of Quinshawn Judkins.
It could have been him.
Yes, Quinshawn. Because it seems right now what Shamar's issue was, just for a little reassurance so we have our facts straight, was that he wanted full guaranteed money. What Bengals wanted was that if you're injured or hurt and you're not playing to what we're paying you for, we want to be able to void that money if you're not here by year 2 of that contract, which is completely understandable.
That makes sense, yeah.
If you're not here for years 3 and 4, why are we paying you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the issue with Quinshawn was that there was legal issues trending from college.
Yes. Okay.
And the Browns were hesitant to commit to the contract because are you a great player? Sure. But if you're not a good citizen, if you're not going to make the impact that we're paying you for, we're not going to take that risk and really invest in you.
Exactly.
But no, you had the situation correct, just wrong player. We had so many issues this year with the rookie side.
Oh my God, yeah, it was so much.
But no, you were on the right guy, situation, wrong guy. It was Quinshawn.
Yeah, Quinshawn. Okay.
But no, this is a reasonable conversation to have. The NFL, whether it's the NFLPA, Roger Goodell, wherever it comes from, I do think just like we do in real life with life insurance and all the wills and the complexities of that in a legal matter, I do think that the money should be left to the family, especially might I reiterate, with a player this young, and I know there's no value of replacing a person.
You can't.
But it only can help them a little bit with covering these bills, the services, the investigate, everything that comes with a death. That's not easy. It's not just done and we're out. There's so much more that follows it between the emotional and physical side of it and then the actual financials of it. Mm-hmm. So I am glad you brought that up. That was a question I had that I really wasn't sure if it was disrespectful or if it's just me being curious.
Yeah, no.
So I'm glad it's amongst
what happens to that?
Well, no, because it's a perfectly fair question to bring up.
Yeah.
But yes, that's at least we all know we're on the same page with it.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, on some different news, the NFL legend Darren Sproles is set to join the Broncos coaching staff as an intern. He was a former player under Sean Payton in his years in New Orleans.
I want to say this and preface this. Sean Payton, you have brought in phenomenal coaches, phenomenal talent, great brains. Davis Webb has been nothing short of fantastic for Bo and every offensive piece in that quarterback room and on the offense as a whole. I can only trust that bringing in Darren Sproles as a familiar face, a guy who knows your system, who knows what you want, and knows what you want to preach to these men. But where I come in with this, I want to have this have an impact on my players. If, similar to Davis Webb, Darren Sproles has an impact on the men in that locker room, he needs to have more of a say, as I've said all season long. And I think now more than ever, and Dom, you might be able to agree with me when we get to the game, Sean Payton needs to set it aside, understand that at this age, you are good at leading a team and building it. But guys like this who have been under you and know how the league works and are transcending with the modern era of football need to be playing calling the plays for this team. Exactly. So I'm okay with this.
I love this. It can't hurt.
I love this if it's managed the correct way. And that's what this boils down to, really.
Yeah. Next up, we have some
this one is
funny news.
If we can in post, pop up the Antonio Brown mugshot. It is fucking wild.
So the man himself.
It's wild.
The guy on the run, Antonio Brown, has been extradited into the United States from Dubai by U.S. officials over his attempted murder charges, which we all knew that he fled to another country to avoid.
You and Nick were very opinionated on this matter. Do you still stand the same exact way?
I think the charges are bullshit.
Talia, if you haven't seen it yet, this was his mugshot. I want to preface that just a year or two ago, this man was completely different. He was good looking. He was a younger looking. He has aged tremendously. And whatever has happened has made him look
Antonio
terrible.
Brown is crazy. Don't get me wrong.
Dude,
he's
CT
psychotic.
in full flesh. I don't know what's happened. That's what he looked like prior. That's the before and after. We will throw this picture up in
big
post.
Difference.
Dom, I will send you the files because we need to have this up on this video. That is absurd. It's absurd.
And he's crazy. He's psychotic.
You can see it. It's showing physically now.
But the charges that are brought against him he was basically attacked. I mean,
it depends how you look at it. And I don't want you to hold us to it.
I don't think it's attempted murder.
Yeah, don't hold us word to word for it. You got to understand that with opinions, The facts of the situation are very muddy. It's a situation that's hard to get your involved in if you're not a professional. I mean, we're a podcast for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
But knowing off of what we know and the footage we saw and the audio what we saw, it's so 50-50 of where you lie. I mean, you and Nick said it's self-defense, and I can agree with you at some extent. And it's hard not to, because we live in a country where you should be given the right to defend yourself at the end of the day. And if it was a serious situation of that magnitude,
and
God
if
forbid, please defend
Antonio
yourself.
Brown had the intent to murder, he would have done it.
That's what a lot of people's arguments were.
Not aimed at
a lot of people's arguments were that, yes, a lot of people did argue that. So that is safe to say, and I don't think you're crazy.
Why did he run, though?
And this is why I said it's so 50-50. Talia brings up a good point. Do we think CT has to do with it, or do we generally think that's a sign of guilt?
Well, I mean, I think CT
kind of take it as a sign of guilt.
You think fleeing the country?
I like my crime shows. I watch them a lot.
Oh yeah.
So I take that as a sign of guilt. Like, if you're fleeing the country, 9 times out of 10, the people who flee the country in the shows at least are usually the guilty ones.
But how long was this flee? It was 90 days, 3 months, 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, it was a while.
Okay, so there you go. That's
even
even more concerning.
That's
the length and duration.
guilty.
Yeah. So we're not saying he's a bona fide guilty man of murder. But what we're saying is, if you're truly innocent,
I'm going based on crime shows.
wouldn't you represent yourself confidently, stay in the States, take care of the situation like a man, and then move on?
This doesn't happen. Like, I wasn't trying to kill no one.
It seemed like he just tried to lead the situation as a whole, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely an interesting matter. That's for damn sure.
Well, next up on to some football news. Football news.
Finally.
The Colts have placed star defensive lineman DeForest Buckner on IR with a neck injury.
So, the Colts somehow still managed to get the dub this past weekend. They were still able to go beat the Falcons in what was a very, very close game in Berlin. I don't know if you were watching.
Oh, yeah.
But
Jonathan Taylor, holy shit.
50 points in fantasy. Yes, sir, JT.
61 for me.
Dude, yeah,
don't even.
PPR league went nuts.
Oh,
240-something yards, 3 touchdowns.
It was freaking crazy. Even without your star defensive lineman, they figure out ways to win. But I will say this. To a defense that needed tremendous help. And although I don't think Sauce Gardner was the solution to that, I want to preface that I want to preface that getting that one without your defensive lineman of this magnitude is a statement nonetheless. And I pray they can keep figuring out ways to find wins like this even without their star football players.
Yeah, so I saw one clip of Sauce Gardner, and it was him tripping and
he got burnt on that touchdown. Yeah, he let up a touchdown. He got burnt. It was terrible.
That's the only highlight I saw from him from that game.
It was
bad. That's 2 first-round picks right there.
Yeah, and then after the game, he went up to the media, and they were interviewing, both in the locker room and to a player, of him saying that this is my first win this season, technically, because when the Jets got their win against the Browns, I believe, he was not out. He was injured. Or he was not playing.
Oh,
he was
wow.
injured. Yeah. So this is his first real win of the season.
Damn.
Wow. So I can only
That's
imagine what this feels like for him, regardless of what we think.
Pretty good.
He's on an actual team, though.
I do want to say, people did not like what you said last week, or me, for that matter, about us saying that Sauce is not good. They're saying...
There's my proof. There's my proof.
They're saying that we haven't been watching the film closely enough, is what it is.
You mean the film where he gets burned? Like when he trips and falls on his face and lets up a touchdown?
In the pudding.
The proof's in the pudding.
On the Jets, since he had a solid.
It was an isolated man-on-man route. It doesn't get much more worse than that.
Yeah, that's when you need to be on your guy.
I don't know how much
zone,
more
when he plays zone, you got a little bit of wiggle room because you got another guy that can pick him up.
You have the safety of the linebacker to help pick up whether you're playing inside shade or outside. You have a little bit of cushion. Yeah. There's some cushion there.
Yeah, exactly.
But this was red zone, 3-yard line, maybe 2-yard line, one-on-one, man-man.
You got to defend a guy for 10 yards.
If that.
Yeah.
And was it Drake London?
Yes.
Oh my
Drake
God.
London routed him up the whole night.
Which, as we know, one of the best route runners in the league. But still, Sauce, you're regarded as
one of the
best corners.
You've 2 first-round picks, which they got fleeced.
And getting rid of, I got made fun for saying it this way, Adonai Mitchell. We're going to call him A.D. Mitchell. God forbid I say the name the way I want to say it. Someone corrected me in the comments about that. I do read them. But, yeah. DeForest Buckner to IR, long story short.
Yeah, well, next up, the Raiders, everybody's favorite team, the best team in the league, obviously. They have fired their special teams coordinator, Tom McMahon.
Oh. Well, I mean, after this game to the Broncos, it wasn't pretty for us.
Raiders
but, I mean, I guess at some point Pete Carroll's got to make some change or else you're really going to question Pete Carroll. What are we doing?
They're questioning Pete Carroll already.
As you should. Every broadcaster in the NFL or in the media defended him because of what he did in Seattle. We're not in Seattle anymore. We're in Vegas. This is a different Pete Carroll. I also hate to point this out. I don't want to be an ageist or anything, but he's a lot older than he was in Seattle. And that's safe to say that could be a cause. I mean,
old school. That's what happened to Bill Belichick.
We said it with Belichick. It's not a knock. It's the fact that you've been around so long and you did what you had to do in your era.
Exactly. It's a different type of football. It's a different game of football.
Sure, these players love you. Sure, they respect you. Sure, they buy into you. But the times are so fast with the NFL. I mean, week to week, it's a different league.
Yeah.
and we're gonna get to the penalties and all the different variations as this episode prolongs. I just don't think Pete Carroll is the guy for any team right now. And I like what they've tried to do. I liked what they tried to do. I did think this would get them 8-9 wins.
You mean the Seattle Raiders?
Essentially. I mean, essentially that's what they are. I thought they'd get 8 or 9 wins. I said that confidently at the beginning of the season. They've done nothing close to that.
Yeah, no, they're terrible. I said they were going to be bad from day one.
Yeah, I mean, and it's holding true. I mean, yet again, Dom, you were right. And you should know, these are all your players. Right. You're all your former guys.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The one time he was right about Geno Smith. The one time he was right about Geno Smith.
Crazy. Oh, my God.
Wouldn't you know?
Oh, Geno.
You are ass.
You are ass.
Yeah,
Football Forever said it before we did. Say it there.
Ass.
But if we get you on the show, you're not. You mean you're good? You're all right.
You're wonderful. 10 out of 10.
You're wonderful. You heard it here. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well,
Chef's kiss.
Avoiding
Yeah.
Avoiding the politics of it, President Donald Trump wants the Washington Commanders to name their planned $3.7 billion stadium after him that they're building actually in Washington this time. Not the Maryland Commanders anymore. The
new Washington, fully born again Commanders.
Yep.
Okay, my thoughts. I don't care, to be honest with you. But what I will say is this. If it ruins football and it's bad for business, I don't want it. But if we can let the businessman make his endeavor and not drag the personal side into it, go do it. Do what you want.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it as this way. If you have a,
if it has the Taylor Swift effect, get it the fuck out.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I mean.
I'm going to take Levi Stadium, for example. Yes. I imagine Levi Stadium paid a large sum of money to get that paid that
naming rights
name that way. Exactly. Massive. So I say that if he pays the money and helps get the stadium built and funds part of it, I have no issue with it.
What do we care?
I have no issue with it. It's the same as Levi Stadium, SoFi Stadium, all of them. Every single stadium.
Mile High Insurance, or Empower Insurance, rather.
Exactly.
What would be the exact name of it? Like Trump Stadium?
I was gonna say we have Trump Tower, we have Trump Hotel.
Yeah.
What would the name be? Comments.
I'd feel like
whether you like
Trump
the guy
Stadium.
Or not.
I don't
Stadium. Ooh, let's get creative before we ask the viewers. But I do want to know, Dom, what would you, if you had to pick right now, what you think his route would be immediately?
I mean, I think you said it, or it could be like.
It's gonna be something nationalized. I feel like
sometimes he'll like
presidential, if you will.
Yeah, I feel it's gonna have his name.
I think he'll stick with the name route.
Some way or another. Maybe Donald Stadium. Maybe go first name this time.
No, he loves wrestling. I don't blame him. I mean, you go where the money's
I think he'll go Trump Stadium.
Trump Stadium.
Yeah. That's
it has to be because that's like anything else is too long.
What if it does DT Stadium?
Ooh.
And do a little
DTJ.
Little initials. You know.
DTJ Stadium, the home of the Washington Commanders.
Yeah,
I like that. Viewers, drop your thoughts, predictions. This isn't a gambling service.
Nothing
right here,
to do with politics.
But just simply a little bit of fun. Drop your predictions if this happens of what you think he will name the stadium.
So if anybody you are commenting about your political opinions, nobody
just leave.
Cares.
This is the wrong channel. This is the wrong spot.
We ain't talking politics.
We're simply talking ball. He came up in sports news. Hell, we heard his voice this past week.
It's our president.
True.
Have fun with this clip.
Cool.
Drop your suggestions. That's all we want. If you have politics, go to your local politician. This is not the place. But that's our final thought. This one's massive.
Next up, some good news. As promised, Rob Gronkowski has signed a one-day contract with the Patriots to retire as a Patriot for life. Fun fact, he will be there against the Jets on Thursday, ringing the bell for the Patriots.
With the rivalry uniforms.
Absolutely. Which I hate. I think they're ugly.
Shut up.
Whatever.
They're beautiful. All of them were beautiful.
They look so,
I don't
washed
care.
out.
Huh?
We'll say this for another clip. We'll do this afterwards. Finish Gronk's piece.
Well, in Gronk's career for the Patriots, he ended up with 9,286 yards with 92 touchdowns, and he won three Super Bowls.
We are not Patriot fans, but Miss Talia, you are a Patriot fan. How do you feel knowing that he is finally retiring as a New England Patriot for life?
It. I feel it. That's where he belongs.
This is big for the state, the city.
It's the best tight end to ever play it.
Ever. Come at us. He is the best tight end to ever play football.
He is better. He is twofold, Travis Kelce.
He's what?
Twofold.
Okay, I didn't know.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I know, but you confused me.
You know what I meant.
Mumbled it at first. I was like, what did you say?
Travis Kelce.
No, Gronk is him.
Nothing.
Okay, now that we've got Gronk's piece, I needed to acknowledge him for a second. Dom, why do you hate the NFL rivalry uniforms?
Yeah.
I don't hate the rivalry
You
uniforms.
hate the Patriots.
Well, no, because the Cardinals look like cookie dough.
No, I don't.
Those were signals in the
I
desert.
hate them.
Desert.
They're in Phoenix.
They looked like cookies and cream. I'm not even kidding.
You don't like any of the NFL rivalries?
Well, no, the Seahawks rivalry. I'm not even being biased. The
He
Seahawks
doesn't like
rivalries
Seahawks.
are
Being
pretty
fucking
nice.
biased.
Just the Seahawks.
He's being
over
fucking
there.
biased. The Patriots rivalry uniforms are gas. Hold on. Ty, have you seen it yet?
I think you showed me before. I feel like I looked at them. I feel like I've seen them.
Dude, they're insane. Hold on. I need to get the Patriots
I've
one
definitely seen them.
up. I'm fumbling.
Like
I
I like
feel- I
the
was looking at
Bills
them on,
rivalries are
Here's
nice.
the Patriots.
I've been looking
These
at them
are
on
insane.
Instagram.
Yeah, and on the side it says NE. These are fire.
I like
I love how
these.
simple and mean it looks.
They just look washed out. Like
No,
it's
they
it
look
screams
washed
like
out.
it-
These look great.
personal attack.
It screams like vintage navy blue ice tundra New England weather.
I like it.
That's a Patriot. I wish it was
They
a
look
little more
icy.
red. A little more red, but it looks like a Patriot.
They look icy.
That's what they're going for. I love
know.
it. I love it. It's like the
Someone's a
NFL
hater.
city. Yeah, you're a hater, Dom. Dude, the Cardinals were gas. What are you
They
talking
look
about?
like cookies and cream.
How does that look?
It's
like
the
cookies and
desert. It's like
cream?
sand.
They got blown out in those uniforms. Just so you know.
Yeah, they did. I think they did
I
a good
feel like
job.
that doesn't look like cookies and cream.
No, I think they did a
Because
good
cookies
job.
and cream is like white and black dots. Nah.
See, a lot of people hated the
Maybe
Bills
cookie dough.
because it didn't look like
cookie
the
dough
Bills.
a little bit. Cookies and cream.
No, this looks like a Twix bar got crunched up if we're going to go candy.
Yeah.
Like a Twix
I
bar,
guess.
the inside. I like the NFL rivalry uniforms. They did a good job,
yeah.
I mean, I guess.
regardless of what Dom thinks. What are you looking
Yeah.
at right now? Yeah, see, look, it's the Desert Home Unis.
Gritty sandstorm-like texture. Yep.
Yeah, see?
Yep. Nah,
I
they
was
look
right.
like cookies and cream.
No,
That's not what
cookies
cookies
are
and-
brown.
Cookies and cream is white with
White chocolate.
black.
Picture of
White
It's like
the
chocolate.
desert.
Oreo.
Yes,
White chocolate.
that is not white chocolate. That's
Huh?
caramel. Caramel. That's another debate for another time.
Caramel.
How have you say?
Move on.
Caramel. I agree. Yeah,
Caramel. Yeah. How
All
do you
right.
say it?
This one broke my heart. This one shocked me. Dom actually sent me yet again
Came
in
out of the
class,
blue.
distracted from football. Dom hits me with a notification that I was not prepared for nor did I want to see. Brian Dable has been fired from the New York Giants, which means they will be looking for a new head coach to lead this team and yours truly, Jackson Dart, in the
I believe
2026
their
season.
offensive coordinator stepping up as interim.
Probably. I do want to give you a few names that are already in rotation. I'm going to save the best for last. We have Ben McAdoo, former head coach for the Giants, or interim. I don't remember which role he was truly. We have Steve Spagnuolo, again, former, had a role as the head coach, whether it was interim or coach at some point. And then the guy. I think if you go back to the quarterback class and you saw what he did with Jackson Dart, this makes the most absolute sense. He has done his work. He deserves another shot in the NFL. John Gruden needs to go back to coaching and no better than for the Big Apple and the New York Giants.
Antonio Pierce
Yeah.
was also among.
I didn't like that. I did see that, actually. I don't like that. I don't think it didn't work in the
I'm
Raiders.
not saying if I like it or not.
He
I'm
said,
just
"Don't
saying
bring
it
that name
was-
up."
it
I
was
just,
among-
when I saw it, I'm like, it didn't work with the Raiders. Why is it going to work here?
You never know.
Why would Joe Schoen be inclined to hire another failure? I'm sorry, Antonio Pierce. You're a great guy, great player, great form, everything. But as a head coach, it's just
You
not
suck.
your gig. No,
Goddamn
no.
failure.
Misconstruing my words.
God.
But John Gruden, future New York Giant head coach, hopefully. What do we think?
I don't hate it.
Ooh.
The
I
Giants.
like whatever you just.
So I think the Giants are gonna suck.
Yes, but I think that if you want us somewhere in the right direction, and I already thought and argued that Brian Dable was this exact piece, but let me just keep going. I think you go get an offensive mastermind, and arguably that is John
With
Gruden.
what you have on the rise and where your energy is with Scat and Jackson Dart, I think you need to invest in a good offensive-minded
Yes,
head
yes,
coach because
for
you
sure.
need that explosiveness and you need to keep where the popularity is, and that's with giving Scat the ball.
I mean, people forget
Scott's
Gruden.
out though.
That's true.
he is out,
for
but
the
he'll
whole
be
following
back by
season.
the time
He'll- yeah,
they
by the
get.
time they get a new coach.
Yeah.
True.
coach.
True.
But people forget Gruden.
How
won
long
a
is he
Super
out
Bowl.
for?
I think the rest of the year.
I know it's rest of
I-
the season, but like
He'll be back by OTAs.
it's not like a
He'll be
Tank
back by
Dell
OTAs.
situation,
No.
right?
No.
Okay.
I think he'll be back by OTAs. Yeah, I don't think they actually said it was that bad.
Yeah, no, he's
was
just
gruesome
it's
on
just
the
out
field.
for the season, but he's
It
gonna
was-
be back before like ready.
Yeah, he was the
Start
clean
training or whatever.
dislocation.
Yeah,
It was
so
the
was
clean-
Jaden Daniels. I know
Yeah.
him. He was
So I'm
My
pretty
God, I saw
sure
the video of it.
he might have had surgery. Yeah, he might have had surgery. But he, but
He
from
did.
what I heard,
He
he's supposed to
did.
be back
It went
for
good,
OTAs.
yeah.
He'll be back by July.
okay. Well, that's good. At least.
But John Gruden has won a Super Bowl. He has been successful with the Raiders in his first stint. We won't talk about the second one. Although I do argue players failed that second stint, and obviously we had some legality issues outside of the league. But with the Bucks, he was insane. And we see him now on Barstool with his quarterback class YouTube channel series, where he's had Jackson Dart on there, and these guys feel the energy that Gruden gives. I mean, John Gruden is the perfect guy. We've been advocating for this man to get another job in the NFL for months. I think this is the spot.
Yeah.
Going to the NFC, going to the G-Men, and taking over Jackson Dart and that team. They have pieces.
Yeah.
You get Scat back. You get Malik Neighbors back. You get Jackson Dart continue to be under control and stay consistent. This team's a legitimate team in the NFC next year.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Next year.
We'll have to wait and see.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Dom, yet again, another Steelers player released. Steelers are releasing veteran safety I always try to say his name. Juan Thornhill. Thank you, Talia.
No, don't worry, I got you.
Yet again, another safety out. They released their second-year safety, Beanie Bishop, last week, which we saw Joey Porter Jr. struggled this week, and the defense struggled this week, and now you release another safety. The most expensive defense in the league is just dwindling down to nothing.
Yeah.
What does this mean for the Steelers moving forward?
The Steelers.
They're dwindling.
I think the Steelers are one of those teams that don't belong.
They're
as
frauds.
high as they are.
They're frauds.
Them and the Bills.
Every year. Whoa.
What?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that right now.
Why is that so crazy? They just lost to the freaking Dolphins.
Because I think a lot of people will still disagree with you.
Okay.
But the Bills have signed wide receiver McCole Hardman to the practice squad.
this is going to fix their offense.
Sean McDermott was like, well, I guess now's the time to go get another receiver. But not a number one caliber. We got McCole Hardman coming from, I believe the Packers is the last team he played for.
Yeah.
But do I think he makes an immediate impact? No. I think he even comes with the main roster this week? No.
No.
But, God can only hope that this means something for Josh Allen, who needs tremendous help offensively. Because even with James Cook, Khalil Shakir, and Keon Coleman aren't getting it done. And the defense is not getting it done.
More.
They got killed by Jalen Waddle this week. Torched. To add to the injury list and to a team that just doesn't need any more, the Commanders' second-round cornerback Trey Amos is done for the season after suffering a broken fibula against Detroit this past weekend.
Wow.
Major blow.
I didn't hear about this.
I didn't hear about it either until about 2 hours before I was putting the script together.
The Commanders are like the new 49ers.
They're both struggling. It's terrible. And
the whole
it's two
league
teams.
is struggling.
It's two teams that are respected too amongst the league. It's crazy. It's and that doesn't mean anything injury wise, but to watch these players go down, this is genuinely teams where you're not like, well, I guess it's good for our team. No, these are like, you're like, damn, competitors are dropping like flies.
Yeah, and it's because of injury, not
it's
because
not because they're terrible. No, it's sticking.
The good ones too.
Yeah, for real. Sticking with the NFC and the Commanders, Dan Quinn has announced that he will be taking over defensive play calling duties from defensive coordinator Joe.
This was a long time coming.
It had happened. I actually think we talked about this in our free time off the show.
Yeah.
That they needed to make a change defensively. Never did I ever consider coaching wise. But maybe this is what they need. I mean, if it's anything like Dallas had, because remember when Dan Quinn was in Dallas, their defense was insane.
Yeah.
Now their defense is nothing.
30-second.
You could only hope that this is tremendous in a smaller fashion. This isn't going to be as a sexy move as trading or signing someone last week.
It'll change something,
But
though.
this is change that maybe the guys need.
May not be fixed, but it's
Change
different.
a flow for the game, adds juice to the team. Moving to my team on another sad note, the Broncos are considering on what to do with running back J.K. Dobbins after his apparent foot injury from a hip drop tackle that took place during the Raiders game on Thursday night. Word is he could go on IR. Good news is today that was not confirmed, but was informed that we could know or will know by Saturday during walkthroughs.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna put it out there. If J.K. Dobbins is out for at least 4 games by being put on IR, I think that we see the Broncos lose the next 4 games.
No.
You think he has that big of an impact?
Absolutely.
Wow.
J.K. Dobbins is what opens. I argued
games?
this with Saquon Barkley. J.K. Dobbins is easily the best piece the Broncos offense has. He is the explosiveness. He brings those big plays and the energy to the Broncos offense.
I'd say he's the best skill player we have.
Exactly. You lose your best skill player, well, guess what? Now it's easier to cover Cortland
So let me give you the next 4 we have. We've got the Chiefs this Sunday, then the Commanders. Wait, I think we have a bye week. Yeah, so we have the Chiefs this week, bye week, Commanders on Sunday Night Football, then Raiders, then Packers, then Jags. Those are our next 4.
Okay.
That's 5.
So-
Okay.
5, sorry.
5.
Yeah.
Well, you skip the bye week, Raiders. We see him back for the Packers. Let's say, worst case, we see him back for the Packers.
I feel like they beat the Commanders.
I think we sniff out a win against the Commanders. I think we beat the Raiders if we can get our shit together. Packers, you get your guy
But
back. It's an easy
you
toss-up.
play the Raiders without J.K. Dobbins, you don't win that game.
And that's arguably true. Yes, that is, of course. My thing is I guess it really comes down to what the severity of the injury is, because we all know he's injury prone. You don't want to hurt your guy. Do we need him? Yes, but you also want him. If this is your long-term guy, if you plan on extending him this offseason, you let him sit and get him
Who's
healthy.
your rookie running back?
RJ Harvey.
He's very good. Too.
So that's a good argument to be had. If we assume
He's a solid fallback.
If we assume he's given the surplus of carries, we've only seen him get 6 to 9 carries a game. That's not nothing.
Yeah.
Assuming he gets 12 to 18 carries this week or in the next coming weeks without JK, do you think it's enough to keep us in the games, if not get us to where we have been with JK? I mean, it's
not
better
to
than
where you were with JK, but I think it could be enough for you to pull off a win, especially against teams like the Commanders and even the Raiders.
Do we see Jaleel McLaughlin get brought up at this point? You have no choice almost.
You don't have a choice, yeah, but I would not want to see him play after what I saw out of him last year.
Well, last year, yes, at the beginning of the season for 2 games, I think we had him dressed where it was just terrible.
Yeah, it was hard
actually,
to
I believe
watch.
it was our 2 losses.
He was there the
Colts
year
and
before,
Chargers.
right?
He's been there for 3 years.
Yeah.
And last year was really the only year he was good, but he was just the kind of guy you dump it down to in the flats.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This could be a big. Dom's not wrong. This could be huge for the game. Do I think we lose 4 games? Maybe not. But I think it's a huge contributor to
4
your
games may be a little far, but this is
but it's
your
worth,
offense.
It's worth putting out there. I mean, if we're watching you struggle in the pass game and now you're the 5th best rusher in the league's out, what do you have? So, I mean, it's fair to have. I guess it's a conversation that's worth having. Actually, while we're on the topic, hip drop tackle. Thoughts? It's been a very controversial topic for the last 2 years.
I think it's kind of like I don't think hip drop tackles should necessarily be illegal in the game. I disagree.
But if it's going to be illegal, does it need to be called more consistently?
Absolutely. You could argue this with anything. Same with the tush push in the Eagles.
Yeah, and you're going to talk about that.
I agree with the tush push being a thing. Same with the hip drop. I don't think you should be
officiated fairly.
penalized for tackling somebody no matter how you do it. If they get on the ground and it's like, okay, I agree with targeting. And
no
mask
crown
calls.
forward or
no
horse
like
collar.
trying
But like
to
in
kill
terms
somebody.
of textbook tackling.
But sometimes you just get forced into a hip drop tackle. If you watch them, they're not trying to do it on purpose. Most of them are. Some of them are. Some of them are. But it's momentum, how your body carries you, and just how it ends up lining up because you get dragged and you get ran over, and maybe you get dragged.
But my whole thing with this is like
be consistent.
If it's going to yes, and then J.K. Dobbin voiced his opinion on Twitter following the game, like saying call the damn flag, and that's where I agree. And not because I'm a biased fan, I'm saying this for any game. If you're going to call it on specific players, you need to call it on every player. So if we're going to see this happen to a guy like JK, who, yes, is a prominent player in the league, but not Christian McCaffrey, not Saquon Barkley, not Jahmyr Gibbs, you still need to call it, especially when it's resulting in injury like this. Am I surprised the NFL hasn't come in to find the team yet or the officials? Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Where's that at? Because had this happened to a major team like the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Lions, the Bills, they're getting fined. They're getting investigated, or the officials are. Someone's getting hit here.
Yeah.
So the fact that it hasn't happened yet is kind of shocking. I'm not going to lie. But, with the NFL, our opinions don't necessarily matter. All we can do is voice them and hope that change happens.
Yeah. A quick injury I want to sneak in there is Jalen Sundale for the Seahawks. The Seahawks starting center. The Seahawks are one of the only teams to have all 5 of their frontliners start every single game this season and play it consistently. And he goes out. He's
in
now
the second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I mean, you said it earlier. Immediately, it screwed up the whole offensive momentum.
And you saw what changes it made when it came out in the second half. Our next center, forgot his name. He started first last year, so he does have the starting experience. But you just see the flow that Sundale is one of the best centers.
Live reps can't be replicated. If you're not in a lot, you're going to lose a little touch.
Yeah, and of course, the way they snap is different. So the way Sam Darnold handles the ball is different. But it was just a big injury that I just wanted to breeze on. It affects the Seahawks in a big way.
Center is one of the most important positions. And
absolutely. Touches the ball every single offensive snap.
So a name that we've been monitoring since last offseason, who dealt with some injuries, and, we all wanted on our squads. And here we are. Free agent cornerback Asante Samuel Jr. is signing with the Steelers. Do I like it? Sure. Do I think this solves the 2 guys you just released? No, not necessarily. Do I think this shores up Joey Porter Jr.? No, not necessarily. There's a lot of issues with this team. Dom's been saying it since episode 1 of the Turf Talk podcast. Questions need to be arising for Tomlin, the coaching staff, not just the talent and players. And we understand the viewers have had a hard time.
How many years can the Steelers be mid?
After starting off hot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
They do the same thing every year.
Start off hot, and then it just goes south.
Yep.
And
they make the playoffs and then exit first round because they suck. They don't suck, but they're mid.
Do we even see them make the playoffs this year?
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will.
I feel no.
I think there is a world where they don't make it.
Yeah.
I mean, if
there
you
will be absolutely, but
if you can't beat the Browns or the Bengals this week, we might have to question this. I mean, that's a divisional game too. So
DK Metcalf, the grass is not greener.
Certainly not in Pittsburgh. We saw Chris Boswell try to kick a field goal and slip, so it also is not solid either.
Okay, Jason Myers can't kick a field goal either at a time. But actually Jason Myers just broke the franchise record for most field goals kicked for the Seahawks.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I wish my kicker could even get an opportunity to get in the zone to kick.
Will Lutz?
You suck. Big Nuts Lutz, you have not been him the last few weeks. All right. This one broke my heart. I actually, out loud, audibly was shocked when I saw this.
I did not hear this. Wow.
Travis Hunter, unfortunately, is now out for the remainder of his rookie season getting knee surgery on what he was just placed on IR for.
Wow.
Major blow to the Jags, who just suffered a heartbreaking loss.
Comeback loss to Davis Mills.
Unanswered points to a second-string quarterback. This should not be outperforming C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
Liam Cohen, I'm going to say it now and I'm going to say it again. You're doing your job. You're doing a great thing. I believe in you in Jacksonville until it fails. I believe in you. You're such an
no.
dude.
I know what's wrong with Jacksonville.
T-Law, you're the biggest.
And there's one guy, Trevor Lawrence.
Yep, here it is.
You are buns.
Son.
Buns.
Son. Dude, I don't care what you say. As long as Liam Cohen's there, I can buy in a little bit. Look, did we honestly all think they were going to make the playoffs? Sure, there's a chance, but no. We all did not.
I did not think they were going to be this good, to be honest.
We thought they would be the reason that the Chiefs or Bengals find their way back in. News I forgot. Joe Burrow has returned to practice.
Oh, he's got 21 days.
Major news. Oh, my God.
That.
Dom, I know you're electric about it. Why?
Joe Burrow's one of my favorite quarterbacks behind Sam Darnold, and he's on my fantasy team.
Whoa. I thought A-Rod was one of your guys, too.
He is, but he's under Sam Darnold.
That's fine.
Yeah. Top 5, but no.
Nah.
I cannot wait to see Joe. Well, listen, Joe Flacco's been holding up the line good. You can't complain. But
no,
Joe Burrow,
I had to eat my words. I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Doing pretty good.
But can I ask you, if Burrow's back in 2-3 weeks, do the rest of the AFC need to be concerned? Because I think him and the Chiefs are two teams to watch to clear the Steelers and the Jags spot right now in the top 7.
I don't think they need to be much more concerned than they are right now because Joe Flacco is doing an amazing job in Cincy.
So do you think they shouldn't rush him back knowing?
Absolutely not. Okay. I would not even have elevated him yet because now you have 21 days to put him back in that starting roster. If you don't elevate
they've already
him,
taken the wrong
he's got to go back. Absolutely. I think they should have gave him an extra couple weeks until they're sure he can make that 21-day window that he has.
Does this come back to Zach Taylor's management of the team?
Zach Taylor, you're terrible. You need to get the fuck out of... No, you're terrible.
God, I just want to coach again. John Gruden and Joe Burrow. If that was a match made, I don't know what is. Literally,
I would love to see Joe Burrow with a
good,
defense and a competent coach. Yeah.
I'm not asking to have the Broncos defense. I'm asking to have a subpar defense.
At least middle of the pack.
We've seen subpar. They beat the Chiefs. They went to a Super Bowl. They could have beaten the Rams, but Aaron Donald is just a menace and one of the greatest we've ever seen.
No, you want to know why? Because they have invested nothing in their O-line.
Offensive line either.
So now they invest in their O-line, they forget about their defense. It's like balanced team here, guys.
I mean, Dom, you should know a little about this. The Seahawks were the same way for about 3 or 4 years.
Oh my God!
So
Seahawks,
maybe with time,
we finally put some capital into our O-line, and look at us. We pick up guys. First round draft pick Gray Zabel. He is the best rookie lineman. He is not allowed a single sack.
I'm going to take us off script for a second.
Oh, boy.
No. Follow me. I have been seeing this float around the sports world for a minute. A couple small creators have done it. A couple rather larger creators have talked about it. Stop me when I'm wrong. Joe Burrow without T. Higgins and without Jamar Chase was not great. You could argue it was his first year or two, and he had the major knee injury in his rookie season. Fine. So we've only seen Joe Burrow with arguably the best receiver in the NFL in Jamar Chase, the best tandem in the NFL of Jamar and T. And even with them, we have seen the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. With Joe Flacco in place, we've still seen the offense that Joe Burrow provides. Is there an argument that the Bengals, in some world, some way, and this is not my words, to me presenting a topic to you because I've seen it online, is there a world where the Bengals should consider trading Joe Burrow while the price and the demand for him is still high, and seeing if you can get the same production out of a cheaper quarterback with the receivers you have in place, and you can put more into the defense, the offensive line, and Chase Brown in the backfield?
Joe Burrow, you're a Seattle Seahawks. Huh? Okay. To answer your question.
I want your actual,
to actually answer your question, Sam Darnold, I love you. I'll never replace you.
I'm sure.
The Bengals real quick. Absolutely should never get rid of Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Because he is the one piece they have. You ask any Cincy fan, what's your future? They will say Joe Burrow.
So, again, not my words. So, even if offered 3 first-round picks or anything, and knowing what we've seen this team do with Flacco,
I would rather
hold
see
on
them
to Burrow no matter
trade
what.
T. Higgins or, not both, or Jamar Chase for capital like that than Joe Burrow.
Before you get rid of Joe.
Joe Burrow is your franchise quarterback. He is doing... the people making arguments that he is subpar in his rookie season, they're wrong.
Injury. He had blew his knee out.
Not just that, but
surgery.
Makes Joe Burrow so good is that he can complete 40 passes when he throws 50. It's his accuracy and completion percentage that get him there. Now, you can say, well, maybe because of the elite route running. How much of that can you put on elite route running? And maybe that he just consistently throws good balls time after time again.
Well, that's the only reason I wanted to ask you is knowing what we've seen. Is he still the crucial heart of this team?
Absolutely.
Okay. I just had to ask you because I seen it on the internet.
Now,
I thought it was interesting.
You see Joe Flacco come in, and Joe Flacco's doing maybe something similar. Well, yeah, maybe. Or maybe Joe Flacco's just came back, and Joe Flacco was very good quarterback.
I mean, then again,
we
did see this when he was with the Browns 2 years ago.
Yeah.
This isn't like we've not seen this before.
Yeah.
So that could just be another thing of it.
You throw the ball enough times, you're going to eventually get
Eventually,
a lot of
it's going to hit.
yards. Yeah.
They say in basketball, you keep taking shots, eventually they're going to land.
But it's the consistency that Joe Burrow put game after game. And
I believe
you can't.
Don't worry.
You can't.
I just had to get your opinion. I'm glad, though, that you stand strong on it, and I respect that.
I love Joe Burrow, but I don't want to see him leave the Bengals. I want to see Zach Taylor get fired before I see Joe Burrow anywhere
I agree with you completely. I think he's the stone of that team.
Yeah.
And to finish off our news, Jair Alexander has taken a turn. He has informed the Eagles, who just recently traded for him. Howie Roseman was doing his dirty work, getting this defense, rejustified. Has now informed them he's going to be stepping away from football to focus on his mental health. And I can't knock him for it. Mental health, especially in today's age, and I wish for males especially, were more prioritized. Go take care of yourself because at the end of the day, you will be here when football is not. You are more important than the game is. But I have to say, it's an interesting turn of events.
Why wait till you get traded to do that?
It's an interesting turn of events. And like I said, I would hope to God, no matter what our opinions are, the Eagles will back him in this unprioritized. That maybe he's back if they make playoffs. I don't know. But it is an interesting timing to this. That's the only thing I do want to say. Other than that, I don't want to overanalyze it too much.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
You don't know what's going on.
We don't know anything.
You don't know
what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. But that is what we have for this week's news.
Yeah, okay. Now we can head into week 10, where we started with the Raiders heading into Denver, where the Broncos, they got a victory, but was it really that pretty?
Broncos.
Okay. Let me fix the tie. Sean Payton. Hey. Gabe here. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? The defense, lights out. The defense, fantastic. We are putting up historical numbers, historical performance
against Geno Smith.
This team, this game, the whole game was a dud. When I have 16 messages before halftime, and not just these people in this room, I mean friends I haven't talked to in months. I mean kids in school that I'm not even that close with, and I mean friends' parents that are not like my bestie texting me, "What am I watching?" It's disrespectful to the NFL. It's disrespectful to the sport, let alone the NFL.
School the next day.
What is the play calling? Run, screen. We want to go for it on 4th down? Fine. What are we going to do? Throw it 6 yards short of the sticks. I can't stress enough anymore. I believe in Bo, but relying on this legendary defense is not sustainable in this league. And maybe I'm overreacting because I'm going to turn the tables just a little bit. I'm giving you my pre-thoughts going to bed Thursday night. Now, sitting on it for 6 days, 5 days? I said this to Dom on Sunday, and you called me crazy a little bit. And I'm sure everyone can go for it. I'm a Broncos fan. I got to be a little psychotic up here to root for this team. But do we think that maybe it's the lack of rest? It's the schedule that Sean Payton took on. I mean, the big narrative this year was Sean Payton's the first coach to reject the bye week after heading overseas. Take the primetime game 2 weeks after it. Take another Sunday game after that. Then the Monday night before. It was just constant football. They have not had a 7-day stretch of being accustomed to the time zone that they're in. Then you have PS2 knocked out 2 weeks ago. So you're competing, and regardless of the Raiders, it's a divisional game. So it's going to be a little bit more physical. So you don't have your best defensive player of the year reigning defending cornerback. Is that safe to say that those are the leading issues to what we're seeing? Or do I need to simply remain as rambunctious as I am in the fact that the offense is just piss poor?
So we talked about this off the show, and I gave my 2 cents. I think if you're an NFL football team, no matter how much, you can't blame it on rest. They aren't even the most traveled team. I believe the Jaguars are. But
they've always been.
Yeah. It's just, I understand what you're saying, but you can watch these games and see that they don't look tired. Play calling's an issue.
It's been an issue all season.
is not making decisive decisions, which every quarterback has at issue time, but consistently not making the right decisions. And you're putting it on who? J.K. Dobbins. And who may they not have? J.K. Dobbins.
So like I said, I really want to hone in on this. It's on the laptop for a reason. I truly do love Bo Nix. I love what he has to offer. I love his leadership. The kid's got it. I don't know what it is, but he's got it. Does he have it every week? Not yet, and that's the issue.
I don't blame Bo Nix for that.
But this is what I'm going to say.
I believe he's getting set up for failure.
You go look at every other quarterback that has made it now. Not all of them, but a good amount of them, majority of them. Their beginning of their careers are not pretty, no matter what era of football you go to.
Sam
And I
Darnold.
hate this comparison. I do. I really do. But you put John Elway and you put Bo Nix side by side. Bo leads in every category. He's the comeback kid that John Elway was. He's got all these things. Now where I separate this, Bo's not taken us to 3 or 4 Super Bowls. He's not gone back-to-back. But what he has done is take a rather piss-poor team for the last decade to a playoff run. Has brought them to an 8-2 record, which if you told me in July that's what I'd be sitting here with, I'd laugh in your face. I think internally I'd be like, well, Bo Nix has got
phenomenal
it.
that you
But I don't
guys
think they
are
would do it.
8-2.
Yeah.
But I do have to sit here and be concerned. Bo, you're evading the pocket when the pocket's there. You have happy feet right now, and I don't know what it is. But you've had the footwork. You've had the clean, refined football. Dom's seen it. I've seen it. America has seen it. There's a reason that Bo Leave is a saying. There's a reason why in Oregon at college you had a bodacious poster on the side of a city building. You have got whatever it is that we look for in a quarterback. But as Dom proposed, there is some key component that's failing you. Whether it's Sean, whether it's play calling, or one thing that really drove me nuts, and Dom, who's not even a Broncos fan, proposed last week. If your team's this good, if you think you've got the ability to keep going, you're this confident, damn it, trade for a receiver, get a pass catcher, add something to this team, and not tell the media we didn't want to mess with the chemistry in the locker room. Because I think that's a crock of bullshit.
Chemistry. Your chemistry's not getting you much offense.
I don't see much chemistry right now. When Bo evades the pocket that's still there, our receivers aren't clicking with Bo's train of thought. Bo has the ability to take it upfield and run. He's not extending said plays. I don't know what to say anymore. All I know is it gets me riled up, as you can tell. Because I sit here and I watch this game and I'm like, this team has the opportunity and the ability to be elite.
And they ain't doing it.
They're not doing it. They're just not doing it.
They're barely doing it in the fourth quarter.
And that's what all we had. All we had was the fourth quarter. And then this week, you didn't have that.
Yeah.
You got lucky. And that's what I need to get to. You got lucky that the Raiders missed a crucial field goal. You got lucky that for the second week in a row, we've taken out their starting quarterback, which, mind you, Pete Carroll, Vegas, a lot of you are going to disagree with me on this. When in this late of a game, the record that you have nothing to play for at this. That I shouldn't say that. You don't have a lot to win for in this game. Keeping Geno in when he can barely walk in your playbook's now limited to giving Ashton Genty the ball every play when a defense of this caliber can read it out and sniff it out and stop it, to me is disgusting. You're going to keep him in there and put him at jeopardy. Jeopardize the team. I think Pickett going 3 and out shows me a lot about you than keeping your injured. It's not Matthew Stafford. It's not Bo Nix either. It's not Jaden Daniels. It's not C.J. Stroud. It's not Josh Allen. You're not having a top 5 quarterback, a top 15 quarterback.
Sam Darnold.
Keeping him in while injured was a slap in. It's not even Sam Darnold, who I'm about to really talk about this week. You doing that, and I texted the group chat, was awful to me. Do you agree with me, or are you still on the other side of the fence with that?
I teeter in the middle because at
So
the end of the day, Geno wanted to play in that game.
But you got to protect the player. Of course the player wants to play. That's the competitor in him.
For the sake of the Raiders, you have solid backups. Use them. There's no reason. Geno Smith was not going to be able to throw a pass and complete anything more than 3 yards.
They absolutely could not
He could
even
barely
try.
walk.
He could walk. Dude, when they went to go take the field, the broadcasters, Al Michaels and Kirk, originally thought he was sitting. And then he limps on the field because the offense is in the huddle already waiting for him. That's unacceptable. Take him out.
Yeah.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, Broncos win or lose, seeing Geno be able to not walk is terrible for football. Mm-hmm. That's not safe
I see why they do it, though, because you...
But at what point does the coach step in and say, look, I know my guy wants to play, but I got to protect my player?
You're in that huddle. When your starting quarterback goes down, you know how much a morale killer that is? You're in the huddle now. You have this different guy.
How much a morale killer is it knowing that Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, and whatever left of your receiving core you have knows they can't even target you? And Ashton Genty knows they've gotten stopped 4 times in a row on 3 consecutive drives. And they get in the red zone, and then they miss a field goal. And then the following drive, you can't even go for it on fourth and goal or fourth down because Geno can't take a shot. You have to simply hope to God that Ashton Jeanty can break one loose through that unstoppable front four. It just, to me, wasn't good for football. It was already an ugly game.
Yeah.
Take him out. Add some. You don't think Kenny Pickett might add juice? It's a change of pace.
It's a possibility.
At this point,
he has a pass in
at
the
this
Super
point, you
Bowl.
put Pickett in, you have nothing to lose. Let's get the game going. Let's roll up the pace. Let's try and take some shots downfield. If it clicks, hell, you might have beaten me. And I'm even more mad right now without this win. On the other side of Denver, I got to look at the Raiders, and at the end of the day, like them or not, the Raiders need to manage this a lot better. And again, this comes out what we said at the beginning of the episode. Pete Carroll, you've got to figure it out. It's got to get figured out quick. Chip Kelly, dude, you were good in college. You weren't built for the pros, and you need to stay that way. Before I move on again, though, Pat Bryant, the one young receiver we got with Troy Franklin, get him the ball, get him involved. That OPI, I don't even want to hear it. That push off was not apparent in my eyes. I don't know how you can call that. Please get Pat Bryant involved. Special teams, piss poor and consistent. I can't watch them miss another tackle. I can't watch Will Lutz miss field goals by 3 yards to the left or 3 yards to the right. You just can't. It's not sustainable. Again, I can't watch that. And the Raiders, it's time to really question it. Stop holding on to Crosby. Stop holding on all these pieces. Tear it down for what it is. Brady, if you really have a touch on this team, get involved and fix it. For the sake of the city of Vegas, for the brand of Raiders football, whether it's Oakland or Vegas, fix the damn black and silver brand. Get it together, strip it down, and rebuild this team. And that's what it comes down to in my eyes. Dom, do you have anything else? I think I need to stop talking before I get a heart attack going.
Not much to say.
Yeah.
It was a I do have something to say, actually. It was a defensive game. People need to appreciate defensive games for what they are. I think just because this game we didn't see 40-40, I think we should appreciate what we saw on the defensive side. We saw it again. We'll touch on it later with Philly and Green Bay just the other night, last night.
Yeah.
Defensive games, the commentators Joe Buck and Troy Aikman last night were saying this is one of the more exciting defensive games you saw because of the turnovers.
In the 90s and 2000s, people would die for this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And offenses may put people in the seats and sell tickets. Defenses win championships.
But and that saying will hold
through.
You're
saying that a bunch.
And you know what I want? Back to the Broncos. I'll wrap up my final thought. I promise.
Yeah.
Here. I promise.
Say it.
When the Broncos won Super Bowl 50, was Peyton Manning as good as he always had been?
What do you mean?
Was Peyton Manning the guy we
prime?
know when we won Super Bowl 50?
Was that the season he threw for 5,000 yards?
No, I wish.
No.
The season he retired. Was Peyton Manning worth talking about? Was he good at football?
Good at football, yes. The best, no.
No, he threw for 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. He played a quarter, maybe half of those football games. We had the no-fly zone that led us to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There's no reason why anyone should be saying the Broncos can't or be in the AFC playoffs. There's no reason why they can't say we can't compete anymore. With that defense, anything is possible.
And that's
Dom
why they
just
have
said
an
it.
8-2 record. It's because of that
Because
defense.
of that defense. And occasionally when Bo and this offense do get clicking in the fourth quarter, as Talia mentioned.
Yeah. All right. Is that your last thoughts
That
for
is
this?
my last thought.
Perfect. Let's get on to the New England Patriots taking on the Bucks and getting a statement win and moving their record to 8-2.
Crazy. It's honestly, it's
at the beginning. It
Dude, I
wasn't
feel like we're in 2015.
expected. Like the very beginning of the season, no one expected it, and now it's happening, and it's kind of strange.
And
but I like it.
I never thought Drake May was going to be this
with
good.
the Bills
yeah, he's
losing.
doing good.
With the Bills
surprised.
losing, the Patriots are not only the top of the
They're
division,
locked.
the top of the AFC, having an 8-2 record.
They have a
8-2.
clear view
8-2.
to winning this
8-2.
whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Drake May, another solid game. He is the front runner for MVP, unfortunately.
Crazy to say out loud.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
I didn't think I'd be saying
He's
that.
in the voting right now, or in the running rather, for MVP of the 2025 season.
And it is crazy to say, but for the Patriots to come out and beat the Bucks, a team that beat the Seahawks, putting up 46 points or 47 points against the Seattle defense, which has been notoriously one of the best in the league.
That's pretty crazy.
Then the Patriots just came out and beat the Bucks, held them to 23 points.
I want to say this. Mike Vrabel has become a true player's coach. This team has bought in so much. You can see it on the field. This receiving core and this team, call me crazy, reminds me of A-Rod on his last few years with the Packers. Making it work with not a lot. He has Stephon Diggs, which could be Aaron Rodgers-Tay. But after that, it's a bunch of 2s and 3s that are playing damn good football. Guys that want to come and play for this team, this quarterback, this coach. And we're watching this defense that we said all offseason could be good. Hold good teams. Yes, they're scoring points, but they're holding them in times that it matters. Now, me and you talked on this a lot. Travion Henderson is now the running back 1 in New England. There's no conversation about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
2 touchdowns.
should he have slid with 1:31 left?
Okay. So I see where you're going with this question. To answer your question first, yes, he should have slid. Now, to get on to the second part, you got to understand that when a player's going at this speed, where
we saw him turn around.
He
We
was
saw him. He didn't know
literally
what to
looking at the sideline, like, what do I do?
And it's his first year.
It's at that weird part in the game where, you can slide, but okay, he's got to remember how many timeouts does the other team have, what's the time
He
on the
doesn't know.
clock.
That's Line's job to keep track of.
Exactly. So, who am I to say, he should have slid?
The easy answer is yes, but there's more complexity.
Exactly.
Yes.
If I was in his shoes, I damn well would have done the same thing. Look at the sideline. If no one
Did you watch his presser? There's a reason. They actually talked about it.
I did not.
So he said this exact situation happened last year at Ohio State in college, where they didn't necessarily discuss what to do in this situation, but they told him that if it's a late stage of the game and it's close and you get a ball ripped out, slide. But he said it. He's like, just like you said, it's a weird part of the game where he wasn't sure, are we going down or are we punching it in and hoping the defense can keep what they're going and got going?
Yeah.
And like you just said, he's moving at a rate. I think he was at the 20-yard line, maybe the 30 when he looked back at the sideline. And at that point, man, with 30 yards to go and you're running at the speed NFL players running, you're basically in the end zone.
You can't just stop and look and ask.
And this could be the selfish side of me. For Travion Henderson side of the game, you're a rookie, man. Go get your touchdowns. Go get your scores. Go get your fantasy points. Go get your credit.
147 yards on 14 rushes. That's over 10 yards a carry.
Any fan right now of New England will tell you that is our running back 1. And if they don't give him the carries like he is, we got some questions for Vrabel. Although I can't really question him right now because holy shit, New England football is back, whether I like it or not.
Absolutely.
You are watching it in front of you. Now, I want to go to the Bucs side. I got to give some acknowledgement to my hometown team.
True.
Baker started off fast. Him and Amico were connecting on every route. They opened the drive up with Amico on 2 or 3 catches that led to a touchdown. Yeah. And by no means did I ever think Baker was out of it. Hell, I bet on this game. I thought the Bucs had a chance. I thought this was the Patriots' true first test, which is why I now sit here and say, Drake May, you are the future of the New England Patriots. You are top 10 in the NFL for quarterbacks. You are in the conversation for MVP in your second year, and dare I say you haven't even licked your prime yet. You are not even there yet, and we're having this conversation now. This team is making a run for the league's money without adding any trades at the trade deadline. Doing it with a receiver that everyone wrote off as a diva and Stephon Diggs, who got himself a touchdown this week. Doing it with a rookie running back and doing it with a defense purely built by this new regime. Doing it with the old face and Josh McDaniels, who has done nothing short of fantastic. This game was crazy. Yeah. But I want to point out, the Buccaneers are a beat and battered team. We need to keep that in mind. This team is young, and this team is injured. Tez Johnson has become something. I think it's worth put on record right now. Even when Mike Evans comes back, even if Chris Godwin can get some realm of healthiness, Tez Johnson's wide receiver 2, Amika's wide receiver 1 until Mike Evans comes back.
Yeah.
And I think Tez Johnson deserves some credit, and I'm tired of hearing about height, weight. Devontae Smith's done it. Russ did it back when the quarterback height was in question, and now Tez Johnson's doing what Devontae Smith did a few years ago and telling all the haters are saying I'm too light, I'm too short. That doesn't matter. I'm an athlete. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to size you up and I'm going to win football games.
Yep.
Or I'm going to score 2 touchdowns is what Tez did. And then Bo Nix's brother, well, at least one of us is doing something. But this game, nonetheless, was a statement win for the Patriots.
Absolutely. All right, now that we've talked about this close matchup, let's keep it in the NFC and go to Dom, Seahawks, taking on the Cardinals. They did pretty good. They were real good, actually.
Oh, my
They blew them out.
Since the beginning.
38-0 at
You were
half.
pacing the room, and I was like, why are you pacing right now when there's, like, no
Because I know my
He does this every
team.
week.
I know my team.
Every week we do this.
I know my damn team. And
You did say at halftime. You said halftime kills us.
Yep.
And then
it did.
So,
they were pretty
key
good.
takeaways. Oh my God, DeMarcus Lawrence, you are one of the best veteran pickups I've ever seen. Holy moly, 2 touchdowns.
2. When you
Holy
called me
cow.
the game Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, he looks like Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Tell me I'm wrong.
D-O-double-G.
Kept
Snoop
saying
Dogg.
that. I was like, whoa.
And
No, yeah, his picture does look like, I ain't gonna lie. He looks like a little Snoop on the field. Not little, actually. He looks like a big Snoop
big
Dogg on
Snoop
the field.
Dogg.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg was ripped. So we have, with Ernest Jones out, Tyrese Knight, our starter last year, steps in and, oh my God, forced both of those fumbles on textbook hits.
Damn near the identical play.
Textbook. You put them side by side, you can't tell the
They're
difference.
damn near
It's so
identical.
close. It's like hit the ball right out before forward movement could happen to the quarterback's arms, and oh my God, Mr. Brisket, you are rip-off Gino.
Brisket. He doesn't even earn his last name in Brisket.
You want to talk about an elite defense? The Seattle Seahawks' defense
Witherspoon has stepped up.
Oh my God, how hard they were hitting. Every hit was you could hear it.
The first half of this game was physical.
Even the second half.
It was a beating.
So when I say my team likes to blow it in the third quarter, I can't blame all of it.
It was three drives and they got their shit back together.
We lost our center. And
can I propose that whether it was at that point of the third or the very end, some garbage time points were going to be scored?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't expect this defense to be 100% the entire time.
Hell, Sam Darnold threw one pass in the second quarter. He had 0 yards in the second. No, he threw 2. One was a pick. He threw 2 passes in the second quarter. One of them was picked and the other one was 10 yards. Hell, Sam Darnold threw for 10 of 12 after just having the monster game, just last week. I mean, he had 178 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. None of that seems crazy. None of that leaps off the charts for you. It's the accuracy and the efficiency.
Well, I was going to say, when it comes down to efficiency, you don't need to overwork your quarterback.
Exactly. Cooper Kupp, first game back from the injury.
Oh, my God.
2
that
catches,
run, man, you were like
yards.
the little red fucking engine that could, man. Holy shit.
He was 3 tackles broken, kept going. This old man's knees
I felt
still
so
going.
bad when he got to the red zone and got tackled. I was like, come on, let my guy score, dude.
Let him score.
He looked like Edelman just trucking. He did. He really did.
JSN, 5 catches for 93 yards, continues to do it, puts his fingerprints on every single game. And how about my run game finally getting going? Even with a backup center, we were able to run.
Charbonnet was fucking
We ran the
killing
ball
people.
10 times in a row on that last drive.
Charbonnet was absolutely looking for heads.
You can't give it.
And only on 14 carries. That's not that many. That's really not.
83 yards on 14
I'd
carries.
argue every running back should have minimum 18.
Yeah, he jumped over the line.
That touchdown was fucking beautiful.
Ate a guy.
Beautiful.
Jumped over him and still scored. Landed the discipline you need to keep your body level with the ground to reach and score that is absolutely insane. And I cannot give all the credit to Charbonnet. Let's put some credit on Kenneth Walker.
About damn time. I love K9. I wanted to see him.
14 rushes, 67 yards.
About time, K9.
Anybody who says what the Seahawks do with splitting carries, you are wrong. You're wrong. The Seahawks should be splitting carries between these very 2 solidified running backs because they both have what they're good at and what they're not.
They didn't underuse them. They didn't overwork them.
Exactly.
28 carries combined.
You split the carry, keep them both healthy.
$125 at least.
Exactly. K9, you have the speed, the breakaway speed to take around the edge. Charbonnet, go right up the middle. You have both.
Yeah, if you got a downhill back and a third down back, use them the right ways, and they will produce.
Exactly.
And you're seeing it here.
Nick Emenwari, oh my God, you are the best rookie defender.
He earned his number 3. He earned it.
What was it? 4 pass breakups, 9 tackles.
He earned the right to wear number 3. I'm tired of the slander.
That wasn't even a question.
Russell Wilson, your number actually were up in arms about that.
Yeah,
was
no.
Put Russ in the Seahawks Ring of Fame in the future, but number retirement, no.
Yeah.
No.
And Sam Darnold, you seem to be doing this thing where you like to throw a pick a game, but it's always bouncing off someone's head.
This one was just not. This wasn't our old Sam Darnold. This was like this is just a shitty situation. Everyone was in the right spot at the right time, and it just happened to.
He did have 2 fumbles. One of them was his fault. The other one, I think, had to do with the center, and you're backed up on your own 1 yard line. I can't put all the blame on him. The other one, hold on the ball, dude. And the interception.
I think what you can say is when shit's going so good, you gotta expect something bad to happen.
Someone put AJ Barner in concussion protocol because that ball went right into the side of his head at full
Before
force.
I give my monologue on Sam Darnold this season,
I don't want you to give it yet. I want
I want to talk about something before I get to it. So I'm saying,
I don't want you to give it this week yet. I want you to wait. I want you to keep it. I want you to hold on to it
because I'm ready. I've actually seen enough now. I'm ready. I
want Sam Darnold to prove me he can put the Seahawks in the playoffs, and then I'll let you.
So you want me to wait till the postseason?
Absolutely. Not even the postseason.
Can I admit that I've finally been woed?
I mean, I hope you were after last week's performance, 20 for 24.
I just have
he had 17 completions in a row.
I just have to see because you know what it is. Everyone wants to say Sam Darnold's back because of the stats of the Vikings and the stats of the Seahawks. I have to see games like this where a guy led this team and didn't have to be superhero, but still had an influential impact on the team's success.
I don't think that Sam Darnold is a systematic quarterback because what systematic quarterback works this well on 2 separate teams that are completely different?
People forget when he came out of the draft out of USC,
he was doing great things for the Jets.
He was
too.
Before the Jets. When he was coming out of the draft, I've never seen the media talk about a guy like he was about to be the next big thing. I mean, the idea that Darnold was going to revolutionize the quarterback spot from the year he was drafted to the Jets, I mean, it was massive.
Yeah.
So people forget what he was viewed coming out because of the seeing ghost, the run with the Panthers, the failed run with the Niners, and then him finally getting the Vikings, and people saying, well, is he worth talking about? Is he really as shiny of a toy as he was when he was drafted?
14-2 or
who cares what age and stage of the career it is? If you're winning football games, well, I don't care.
Especially with this level of accuracy
But
that we see
you
out of Joe
mentioned
Burrow.
concussion protocol, in which I now want to talk about, and I told you in the game
Oh
how
my
happy it
God.
made me. When they went helmet to helmet on JSN and his ass looked at the camera and smiled, that made my whole day.
I
That
got
was
scared.
Like,
I
you
think I
did.
was shitting bricks.
You were shitting bricks
No,
for
you
the
were.
whole quarter and a half.
You
Because that
were.
was
You're like, oh my God,
So,
oh my God, oh my
so
God. When
they
happened,
let
I was
him
like,
come
oh.
back out the next play, and then the Seahawks get into the red zone
And you're like,
now.
why is he
They're on
back?
the 20-yard line. I'm happy he was back in the game where he should
No.
have been. The refs decided to pull him while the Seahawks are knocking on the door, and I'm like, what is this? He's already been for the whole drive. He's already been back in.
He was in for a
Why
while.
are you taking him out in the red zone when the Seahawks need him most? I'm like, why? That doesn't seem right to me. Take him out after the drive. What's the fuck's the difference? He's already been in there.
Dude, I wish I
He
had
was
an answer
freaking
for you.
smiling after that
He was.
play.
When he turned
He was
over and laid
happy.
on the ground, he looked at the end zone camera and
Yeah.
gave them a smile when he saw the flag get thrown.
Yeah.
That right there was like Debo doing this in the end zone. Like,
Yeah.
that's gold. That's what we need for TV.
And it was a bad hit. It was helmet
was
to helmet. It
disgusting.
was scary.
I'm actually
I got
surprised
scared.
and grateful that he wasn't hurt.
There
at
was
all.
2 plays I was worried. Another one where he got twisted a little bit. But to pull him out after that, I mentioned this to you during that
He's
when
a
it
warrior.
happened.
He's a
I'm like, why are you pulling him out right now? And they still got the touchdown. I forgot who it was to. It was Charbonnet when he ran it in, right?
Charbonnet,
Yeah. I'm like,
But
we can't go without giving the Cardinals some
There
credit.
were two
Yeah.
teams in this game.
Yeah.
And two things rather. Dom said before this game, 2 minutes before the game, we do need to look at this team a little bit differently because with Brissett, they're a different team.
a different team.
There's a different operation. There's a different performance level. So
They
I have a
have an
couple.
offense.
I've got 2
Yeah.
things to say. I actually just say one of them. So I got 2 more things to say. One of them's a question. We did not get the Brissett that Dom thought we were going to get.
You can't really say that, though. He still threw for 260 yards with 2 touchdowns and no blunders except for his 2 fumbles.
But you look at the first half.
he
How
got
many
murked
times?
on
How many
both of them.
times? How many times did I say in the first half? Is there a mercy rule yet in the NFL?
That is true. It was
You have to
38-0.
keep in mind
Yeah.
at a certain point, McDonald's going to look at the defense and be like, all right, let's get our guys, let's put some cushion back, let's let them take what's in front of us.
Which is exactly what they did. And that's
Yeah.
when their offense started moving in the second
I actually
half.
think you said something along the lines of that.
And
when we watched
I
the
disagree
game.
with that. As the Seahawks, and this is why they do so bad after half, because they get this tremendous lead and then they give up. Well, they don't give up. They give cushion. They let them get some yards. Why give them momentum? If what you're doing is working, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Same with your offense. Now you're starting to get the wishy-washy run the ball. Let Sam Darnold rip it. It worked the first quarter. Hell, the first bomb he threw was a touchdown.
So my next observation is Trey McBride being your leading receiver week in and week out cannot happen. You've got to figure out a way.
Trey
even
McBride's
without,
a beast.
He is, but you're going to get him like Tucker Kraft is, getting an ACL torn or being overworked, or George Kittle or Gronk. When you get to this point and a guy's that big, it's just not healthy for the position. But even without K1, Marvin Harrison is still not doing it. And I don't
Got
think
drop
that
problem.
but I don't think that it's as worrisome as they've made it out.
No,
to
it's
be.
not.
I
It's-
think
they're
that
making it worse.
It's unnecessary pressure with his last name being applied. And yes, he was Maserati Marvin College. I understand what he did. But this is the pros. This isn't Ohio State football anymore. You are playing professional cornerbacks who are going to press you and test you to all your limits.
Exactly.
And when we saw him get targeted, he made one hell of a catch in the end zone or 2-point conversion. I don't remember
Oh
what
my
it was.
God, yeah, they gave
But
him the momentum.
You have got to work this guy into your team or else he's never going to be what we saw in college and he's never going to flourish. With that, my follow-up question is more of a future question I'm going to ask you is, knowing what we know, is it time to ship K1 out of Arizona? We've seen Brissett work and not
Absolutely.
work. But I think no matter what outcome I've seen, I don't think Jonathan Gannon's the guy, and I also don't think K1's the quarterback. When you have to reference your high school success to justify your current situation,
Yeah, there's a problem.
There's a
Yeah,
problem.
that's a
There's a
big
problem.
That's far off.
It's
from
been a
where
long
we're at
time.
right
Way
now.
off. Yeah.
But-
K1, as a guy who did like you, I do like you. You're a great player, but I don't think you're, at least right now, and like I said, with Darnold's a perfect example, you could work somewhere. I think a change of scenery is needed for
Every
you.
quarterback can work somewhere. Mac Jones.
Exactly. I think a change of scenery would be beneficial for both the team and K1.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just wanted to see like, if you
Dan
agree.
Campbell style. He needs a change of scenery.
I wanted to see if you agree. Ship him out. Just start
I agree.
fresh.
I do agree.
Both
and
sides.
There's one more thing I want to
Yes.
touch on. Injuries again plagued the league this year. Seahawks without a center for 4 weeks. Jaron Reed's on IR. I mean, we're dropping like flies.
Every
Josh
week-
Jobe is
Every
out.
week we have a new.
Hell,
we have a
Jake
new list.
Bobo's out. The list just go. Torrey Horton was out.
You
this
finally got
past
cut
game.
back this week.
And Rashid
Yeah.
Shaheed, can't forget about him. Just picked him up on the Seahawks.
Money trade right there.
I love the trade. He
had a little
didn't
hiccup.
have that good, but I'm happy we had him for returns because it was perfect. Because
He's so shifty. So
Torrey
like, I
Horton
mean,
was out. Who replaced him? Rashid Shaheed. It was good
and
fit.
that's great coaching. That's what I want more
Ball
teams
security.
to utilize.
Hold the ball.
Okay, but that could just be jitters. He's
And
never played in this.
That's true. That's true. It's brand new. He's got to remember that crowd's
I mean,
on
you
your
got to think
side.
he just got traded Tuesday or Wednesday, and then he's already playing on a
Exactly.
new team Sunday.
And
It's
he lined up at running back.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Using that
Outside
perfect.
toss or pitch
Yeah.
they used him, it was great.
It worked
He hit
too.
the boundary so quickly.
But I would like to see him get more, which I'm sure it'll happen. You got to wait.
It's his first week
exactly,
with him.
exactly.
First
You
week.
got to wait for the chemistry to
Yeah.
build between Darnold
Also,
and Sheed. And
if we are fully believers and we're making the postseason, if you're a Hawks fan and you are a part of the organization, you don't want to let all your tools out now.
oh, absolutely.
Maybe they got him in hopes that we're gonna prepare some shit now. We'll show you some shit now, but we're gonna prepare for the playoffs with him.
Hitting
And
a
that's
little
where
bit.
I wanted to touch on the good news. The good news is Ernest Jones' injury isn't severe. Jaron Reed is back before the playoffs start. We
Which is
do
all that
attain. Same with Sundale. We get a lot of our pieces back before the playoffs, which is where I'm going to try to look at the light at the end of the tunnel, and that maybe these injuries aren't going to plague us as bad. But knock on wood,
Knock on wood.
I hope we don't get any more. And that's if something kills this season, I'm worried it's that.
It's not just you guys. It seems like there's a
Every
target
the
on all 32
whole
teams.
the whole NFL
It's like
a
a fucking little bug or plague going
Yeah.
around the league, and it's sad. It is.
and I don't think any amount of rule changes they make to protect any play. I think it's making it worse, in my opinion. It's killing form tackling, and it's just
I mean, we've heard Brady and Edelman talk about it on their little private podcast. You can add all these rules, but at a certain point, you're going to get to these players where there's just too much to know and attain
Yeah.
that they're going to forget eventually. You learn the game at its basic foundation and what the elders
Exactly.
were playing
you
as.
know not to target the head.
Yeah,
That's built
so
in
as
from
the
the beginning.
seasons progress, as the years go on, and as these new rules accumulate, it becomes harder for these players to attain that. Not only that, our defenders and how our offensive players are so big, you can't expect them to think that fast when their body's moving that
Yeah,
fast.
you got to remember this is a 300-pound guy moving at 20 miles an hour.
And not a normal 300-pound guy. This is a guy that has just pure muscle
Exactly.
and just leanness.
You can't you're going forward already. You can't just shift your momentum. And
No,
that's when there should be
it's
discretion in the calls.
scientifically proven that you just can't just stop forcing
Scientific.
gravity
It's
pull.
common sense.
Yeah, it's
physics.
Yeah,
But
Well,
that's
Roger
all I
Goodell
have
has
for
it.
I
that.
was
I
gonna say, we
guess.
ready?
we are.
We have Dom's Week 10 one-liners now.
All right, Dom. This is our new
It's-
thing. We're
yeah,
embedding this
no,
in the
no
thing.
more two-minute drill.
We are not Chris Berman, but Dom has found his niche in Week 10, well, just Week 1-liners.
Yeah.
So if you did not join us last week, here's the rundown. I give you the game that we did not cover a deep dive on. Dom gives you one line, one phrase of what this game was,
Rapid
in
fire.
case you missed it. Falcons, Colts. Colts take the dub in Berlin, 31-25.
Jonathan Taylor is an MVP contender and the best
Wow.
running back in the league.
Wow.
I like it.
Browns versus Jets. Jets shock us with a 27-20 victory.
Some sarcasm here. The Jets are Super Bowl contenders.
They're
2
back.
in a row.
They are back.
Yes.
A shitter bowl of the week, Saints taking on the Panthers. And well, the Saints actually won 17-7.
So are the Panthers mid or are they just terrible?
Safe to say that's a good question to be answered. Ravens versus Vikings, purple on purple. We had the Ravens taking the dub 27-19.
Supposed to be a question mark in this one, but are the Ravens top 10? Because some are arguing.
I don't know that we can do that yet,
Some
but this
people
is not
are
for us to
arguing
answer.
that.
This is not for us to answer. Bills versus the Dolphins in a shocking win. Dolphins take the win 30-13.
Bills are bottom 10.
Frauds.
Really?
Huh?
Frauds.
Wow. Giants versus Bears. Bears again on a win streak. 24-20. Bears get the win in the Windy City with snowfall.
Jackson Dart, you need a mouthpiece.
And a coach. And a coach.
Yeah.
Jags
And- you already
versus
have it.
Texans. Texans somehow get the win
Comeback.
36-29.
Which Davis Mills is better than CJ Stroud.
Hot take? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what the people think. Lions versus Commanders. Lions get the dub 44-22.
The Commanders just hang up the cleats at this point. Get all your vets. Sell them out. Let them retire already.
Name the stadium and then get going. That's what we got to say.
Yeah, there we go.
49ers versus Rams. Rams take the dub 42-26.
Two for this one. The 49ers injuries are finally catching up to them, and Matthew Stafford is an MVP.
That he
candidate.
is. Steelers versus Chargers. Chargers take the dub expectedly of 25-10.
Aaron Rodgers, you are the most unphotogenic quarterback.
Wow.
I've seen more embarrassing
That
photos
zoomed
of
in
you.
shot of you getting
Yeah.
sacked
True.
is not pretty. I hope your wife didn't see it.
Yeah,
Oof.
go look
It
it up
was-
if you haven't seen it.
It was bad. And to finish off our Week 10, the Eagles and Packers on Monday Night Football. Eagles take the dub 10-7.
So this Monday Night Football game had the most lackluster offense since the Broncos and Raiders of last Thursday.
In just 1 week's time.
Start and end the week.
And that is your Week 10 one-liners in case you missed any of the games this past week. Dom, I think this is great for us. This is perfect. This
It
segment
is.
feels
I like
like
it.
us. It has just what we need.
It's, a little-
Yes, it does.
Now, this is a new segment. Talia, what do we got cooking?
it's Dom's Switch.
NFL edition.
NFL
Switch.
edition.
It's a
yes.
little game I came up with, and basically
You were inspired.
You-
I was
Inspired.
inspired.
I was like, came up with-
inspired, but it's my own
Spin.
spin on
NFL
NFL.
edition.
NFL
Little
edition.
twist.
NFL edition.
So what's gonna happen here is that me and
so
Gabe, I just
nervous.
dropped my pen. Me and Gabe are gonna rock paper scissors to see who goes first. Whoever goes first will be given a prompt. Thank you. So
Yeah.
that prompt will get read to you, and then you need to argue your opinion on that prompt at
Initial.
any time.
And yeah, your first-
initial
your
opinion.
initial
Initial
opinion.
opinion.
But
Opinions due to
At
change.
any-
Just when you
time.
think you're getting going.
Talia can hit you with the switch.
And when the word switches hit, what happens?
You need to switch your opinion. You don't have to do a full 180, but you just got to say something
Yeah,
different.
but I can say switch as many times as I
Exactly.
really want
now,
to.
Talia is
Now,
also
Dom,
going to
key
be our
component.
timekeeper.
Is there? I was gonna say, is there a time limit?
There is a 1 minute time limit. So Talia can either let you go and just you need to bullshit your opinion for a minute, or she can switch you up and make you eat your own words. And
And here's the worst part: the guy not going can antagonize the conversation.
he can also get you to keep going just to give you some ideas and bounce
I'm
some
gonna need you
ideas
to help
off you.
buffer me because this is
Well, you better learn to yap. So if you want,
learning to yap. I thought that was my art, but here I am nervous. This is the first time in a long time you put me on the spot, and I am nervous.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do our traditional rock paper scissors? Who goes first?
rock paper scissors.
All right.
Best of one or three.
Let's do 3.
Three.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Dom's got 1. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
You can go first.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
Talia, give him the prompt.
Loki, can you to the timer so that way I can read it and you can start the timer?
Yeah,
right after I
opposing
read?
person will do the timer. How about
Because
that?
it's.
Sure, I will do the
I
timer,
realized
yeah.
as I looked it up, it's gonna be low-key difficult for me.
I
to
got you.
do
I
both.
got you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Read him the prompt.
All right. Stop your timer. Stop
I'm
your
sorry.
timer.
I'm sorry.
All right, ready.
I'm ready.
Should teams be allowed to tank for better draft picks?
Absolutely not. I think it's terrible for the business. Brian Flores, you were terrible. The fact that you would tank for 2 is what got you. You know, I really do think that tanking for a quarterback could be optimal. I think if you do it,
Why?
you might. Because you could win a good quarterback, you could get your franchise will get going.
Switch.
If you're gonna try and be the model of winning football, don't
if you
tank
still
for
lose?
draft picks. That's just not an option. You don't lose.
Switch.
You absolutely win. You absolutely lose. I mean, you lose terrible. If you tank for a pick and the quarterback you take sucks, you will then suck.
What if the quarterback's good?
Then you're gonna fucking suck still. I don't know what you're gonna. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. I mean, I don't remember where I was at initially, but if you're tanking, don't do it. Don't tank because it might not end
What'll
well.
happen?
What will happen is your coach will get fired for being. I can't go there. Your coach will get fired for doing something very bad, something not against protocol. Tanking's bad. Don't do it.
Switch.
It's great for business. I think it's profitable. I think it puts asses in seats. That's how we got to Tua Tagovailoa, Super Bowl quarterback. I mean, there's nothing better.
Time's up.
I fucking killed it. I don't know if I messed up at one point or not though, because I was
was-
going one place and
It was decent.
that
It was
shit
decent.
is so hard.
There you go. Tua turned the
That
ball over.
shit is
Champion
so hard.
chip quarterback right there.
Discretion is at your own.
That was good. I wasn't
These,
sure.
these facts are
Whatever
not
we
that
say,
cool.
whatever we say in this,
You probably should have prefaced it at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Nothing's
whatever we
true.
say in this, it may not be true. It may not be factual.
This is not
it's bullshit.
This is not driven by ball knowledge.
It starts out
It
as
starts
ball
because
knowledge.
Brian Flores immediately came to
Yep.
mind. Immediately.
Anything after that, not ball knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read the second one or do you want to do it for him?
No, I can do it.
Okay, perfect.
I'm reading. I'm
Oh,
reading.
let me
got
get the
timer.
timer. Yep.
Yeah, you get the timer
After
already. And
show.
I can
After
see
show.
the timer. I like seeing the timer. So I'm like waiting to see how long he has. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay. Ready? Okay, is Tom Brady truly the greatest of all time, or was it the Patriot system?
It is foolish to think that the Patriot system was the reason that Tom Brady succeeded. Tom Brady is the GOAT of football.
Why?
What the? What do you mean? Why? He's the
What
GOAT.
makes Tom Brady
He
the
has
GOAT?
7 Super Bowls, 7 rings. He is
Joe Montana has 6.
So
Or maybe 5. I don't really remember.
Tom Brady still has more.
Okay,
Switch.
Bill Belichick.
Tom Brady's fucking terrible.
Why? You just said he was good.
The Patriots defense is what made him win. Julian Edelman.
But Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick.
I don't give a fuck. Julian Edelman, you're the reason that Tom
He's
Brady
not
won
Hall of
anything.
Fame.
Yes, Julian Edelman is absolutely a Hall of Fame receiver.
Why?
Switch.
Because Julian Edelman is fucking terrible.
But you were talking about Tom Brady not being the GOAT, I thought. Or he's the GOAT. Or I don't
But Tom Brady, you suck. You are not the GOAT.
Yes, he is. He has 7 championship
damn
rings. He
Patrick
has 7 multiple
Mahomes.
records. He's won on both teams.
Patrick Mahomes, you are the best quarterback to ever step on the field.
Switch.
Patrick Mahomes, you will sound like Kermit the fucking Frog and you can't snap the ball.
Time!
God,
Is it not difficult?
it's difficult because you keep
get
leading me in
stuck
circles.
Yeah, you get stuck in this rap. You're like, wait, what opinion was I on? Now I gotta go back. Oh, God.
You gotta
there's
like
another-
change it. He's like, he's an okay. Like,
I'm about to pull
he's,
Talia and
he's,
zoom in so I
he's
can
just
see
whatever. It's because I need glasses.
these. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
My stomach hurts.
You have the timer ready?
I do.
Timer ready.
Okay, perfect. Are the new kickoff rules ruining the excitement of special teams?
Yes, absolutely. We haven't had a return in God knows how long. I would love to have the old return back. There's no strategy involved anymore. The ball just gets started at the 40-yard line. Immediately, you might as well just score. We should just give teams the opposing team the touchdown. It's fucking great. I love it. The fact that we have no contact
You like
at
the ball
point
in
of
the
contact,
35?
I love it. It's great. It's
Wonderful.
phenomenal.
You might as well put him in the end zone
Exactly.
at that point.
I want points scored immediately. I want my league to have 80 plus.
Touchback on the one.
I don't want 10-7 scores. Hell no. Get it out of the league.
Switch.
Fuck the new kickoff rules. It's terrible. I want fucking gladiators.
But you just said they were
colliding.
good.
No, I was lying to you.
He
I'm
only wants
delusional.
10-7
I'm
scores.
delusional. I only want 10-7 scores. I want the ball to start at the 25. I want Bo Nix to throw absolutely
The
nothing.
25, not the 20. You don't want to go back like old school?
No, just start at the 1 actually. Just have them
Oh,
go at the
Yeah,
one.
switch
you gotta
that
go.
up.
Switch up. Fuck the 1 yard. The new kickoff rule, whoever came up with it was fantastic. Roger Goodell, you are the best commissioner we've ever had. I think we could do more. I think we might as well just get rid of offense, actually. I think we get rid of offense.
Oh, it's time. It's time. I'll let him end on
Okay,
that
I'm not
one.
sure you can switch from that.
You heard it here first. We are getting rid of offense.
No more offense. No more scoring points.
If you catch that
Defense
ball,
only.
it's a touchdown.
Whoa! Dom,
Oh.
you adding this one is crazy after what we talked about in this episode.
That was not intentional either.
Dude, this is awesome.
Okay. Good timer ready?
Oh,
You got
shit.
timer ready?
I'm not on my shit. I'm sorry.
Come on, come on.
I'm ready when you are.
All right. Does defense still win championships in the modern NFL?
Absolutely. We just talked about it. I'd be foolish not to stay consistent.
Switch.
I am an idiot and I'm wrong. They don't. It's all the offense. You can't score points.
Can you
without the
elaborate on why
offense.
the offense scores points?
Yeah.
Why the fuck wouldn't the offense score points? That's their job.
Bo Nix
Unless
doesn't.
you're Bo. Yeah, well, Bo. Sam Darnold, you are the best. You're the reason my
Switch.
offense. Okay, Sam.
Switch.
Sam Darnold, you're okay. You're,
No,
you're-
switch!
Sam Darnold, you're mediocre. You could do better.
Switch!
We're talking about defensive championship.
Not Sam Darnold!
Defense does not win championships. The offense needs to score points in order to win a game. You can't win. I mean, we saw.
Should we eliminate the defense?
Yes, we should not have a defense because
No team at all.
Gino is ass and he can't
So
score
you're
points
agreeing no
anyways. Gino, you're the best quarterback in the
Knew
league.
it.
I've said this
I
since
knew it.
day
He's gone
one.
back to his old
You were
ways.
amazing with Seattle. You're the reason why Seattle had 10 wins last season. You're not Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald, you're fucking
Now
terrible.
we're talking about defense.
Defensively, Mike McDonald, you're a defensive
Time!
instrument.
I'm glad I've got that soundbite. That's all I
I
need.
like this.
This is evil. I hate this game. I don't like this one. This one's scary.
Well, this one's gonna be a tough
Let me
one.
digest it.
He's digesting it. No, you don't get digestion time. Talia, read it all.
Whoa, I don't get digestion
Should
time.
the Super Bowl always be played in cold weather cities?
Yes, of course. I want our players to freeze their asses off tight. I don't
But
want
what if
anything
it's a closed
loose.
dome?
Good. Have them fucking be in the.
Boy, wouldn't that be
Uh,
warm?
That's up to you. I'm not there. I don't have temperature. If you've got frail bones, you're not blood thinners, then I guess it'll be
What
cold
about like
still.
the Packers way back when
Fuck
they
the
would come
Packers.
out?
When was the last time they've been in a Super Bowl? That was way back then, bud.
Switch.
The Packers are fantastic. I think all Super Bowls should be played in the hottest. Honestly, I think we should make a sauna dome and have them play the Super Bowl in that.
Like a wrestling room?
Oh, of course, of
So
course.
they sweat
I say
so
we just
much?
screw all the fans and not even call it a Super Bowl. The Sweat Bowl.
The Sweat Bowl.
Switch.
What's the competition
I
then?
think we should be playing at Lambeau Field in the Arctic tundra. I don't think our players should have
about Buffalo?
No sleeves allowed. Well, they're gonna have an indoor stadium.
They're just naked.
I
Yes.
never said that.
I said that.
She said that. I didn't say that. I think that cold cities are beautiful. I don't want my players to be warmed up. I want the least entertaining football. I think it's awful. I want my Super Bowl halftime
like
to
snow?
be dripping sweat. I fucking hate snow.
You go for
I
Florida.
hate snow.
He doesn't like the snow.
I want my players. I don't remember which track I was going on. I want my players to sweat their asses off.
Time.
That one's hard.
Oh God.
Oh, this one could go political real quick.
Oh.
I'm glad you got this.
All right.
Oh, I need the timer.
I was gonna say timer.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, is the NFL's punishment system, like suspensions and fines, inconsistent or unfair?
Go.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Let's look at the fucking Eagles. Hell, we'll go to the. Let's look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs have never done anything wrong. They don't deserve any of the penalties they ever gotten. They won all their Super Bowls fairly and cleanly. And Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes,
Taylor Swift's basically the reason they win, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And Patrick Mahomes, you've been unnecessarily roughed on every single play you've been touched. Hell, that guy touched you in the end zone. Oh my God.
I think you should put him on bars for 25 to life.
Oh my God. Yeah. Put him in jail. Put him in jail.
Immediately lock him up.
Send him to the
Lock
courts.
him up.
Send him to the courts. NFL punishments. The tush push. My God, the Eagles.
Switch.
The Eagles, you guys fucking cheat. You cheat every.
Who are they
push.
cheating against?
The tush push. They cheat the tush push.
Who are they using it against?
Everyone.
So should we just eliminate every team but the Eagles?
No, we eliminate
Switch.
the Eagles. Yes, we eliminate every team but the
But we're
Eagles.
talking about punishments.
Yes.
Eliminate all fines. Let them do whatever the
There
hell
you
they
go.
want. Sucker punch them all.
I was gonna say,
Jump in the stands, Malice of the Palace style.
the Eagles. You guys are frauds. You guys are terrible.
Time. You said egos again.
This is too much pressure.
I want to see how long you could go for the Chiefs, honestly.
Yeah, that
I could have done that for a while.
And then you brought up Taylor Swift, so I was like,
he brought up Taylor Swift.
He said I could antagonize.
True, but I know you don't like her, so I had to let you keep going with it, you know? I was like,
Fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
which one am I on? This one. Never mind, sorry. You got timer ready?
Timer's ready.
Perfect. Wait, should artificial turf be banned due to player injuries?
Yes, artificial turf should be banned. We've seen pretty much every good player
MetLife
tear their
Stadium.
ACL. MetLife Stadium should be burned down to the ground. Turf's terrible. You can build it back up, though, if we have grass field. I like that. Grass field's great. Chris Boswell, you can keep falling. That's fine.
Switch.
But I don't remember. I think turf fields are fantastic. I want my favorite player to tear his ACL every season. I never want good football. I think turf is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
How about we add actual thick rubber chunks instead of little grinds? I want to make it even harder for them to run. I don't want my players to
Add
actually
a
run at
full
all.
tire.
I want them to walk.
Switch.
Malik Neighbor retire. I think that artificial turf is terrible for football. I think anyone who invented it is a dumbass and shouldn't even be here anymore.
Why?
Why? We have a lot of injuries. It's not safe. It's slick. It doesn't ever dry very well. When it's hot, it reflects and burns the shit out of you. Quite frankly, I think it's the worst invention of all time for sports.
I disagree.
I think you're right. I think Dom, you're a brilliant man. I think that quote suits you very well.
Keep it coming.
I think you're on the right
Keep it
track.
coming.
We're not supposed to be
I
complimenting
really think that
Dom.
artificial turf should be implemented into the game. You're right. You're
Thank
right.
you.
It's
Thank
beautiful
you.
for the game of football.
I know I'm right, and that's
a lot of
time.
players should play on
Switch.
it. It's time.
Ah, fuck! I didn't hear time.
I couldn't kiss his ass anymore.
No, I didn't want you to.
I was enjoying it.
I know you
I
were.
know, you're a little too much.
Keep it coming.
See you, I see you.
Yeah, keep it coming.
All right.
All right.
I got the timer ready.
For the last one,
Has the NFL gone too far or not far enough in protecting quarterbacks?
they have gone way too far. Patrick Mahomes, you should get killed on every single play, but instead these players have to let up and give you a little itsy
Why do they have to
bitsy
let
tap
up?
because they basically give him a kiss on the cheek because they
You
love
like kisses
him.
on the cheek?
I do like kisses on the cheek, but Patrick Mahomes likes them more because they know
Switch.
damn well Patrick Mahomes hates kisses on the cheeks. He likes to get murked every time he goes on.
Yeah, when
that
Jermaine
field.
Pratt hit him, he loved it, didn't he?
Oh, he liked it. Oh, he was enjoying
You
it.
really liked it.
Did he like when the flag was thrown to protect him?
He liked that even more.
Switch.
He hated that. He doesn't like the refs. He secretly pays them off to.
I thought he goes to dinner with him. You told me they do.
You don't know that.
You told me they did.
I was lying.
I knew you. I always knew you were a liar. Tell me why you're a liar.
Patrick Mahomes. The NFL is going way too far in protecting quarterbacks. Hell, my little brother likes to bring it up. Patrick Mahomes, you are not.
Switch.
My little brother's terrible at football. He doesn't know anything. Patrick Mahomes,
Bring it up with him.
you're great.
You're a saint.
Patrick, you're great. You know, you've never done anything wrong. All the flags that have ever been thrown on you are very well deserved. You've never flopped out of the end zone or flopped out of the sideline. Hell, you didn't win any games because the flags still keep circling around at this time and time again. The NFL has gone way too far in protecting quarterbacks. I know my timer expired.
I just want to hear you keep going on about how lovely you Patrick Mahomes is.
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes. When you got a guy like Patrick Mahomes, you want to protect him.
I don't know, Jim.
I mean, that cute curly-haired little guy. I mean, you want him to sit behind his offensive line and just keep ripping it. I think I actually sound like him pretty good right there.
Yeah, not
Basically,
bad.
that's basically in a nutshell Chris Collinsworth on Sunday Night Football.
You're there first.
All right, moving in to our.
see my picks.
Oh yeah, you gotta get your picks up. Our Week 11 pick'ems. Let me give you an update of records. I am up, still in first at 97-52 record. Nick in second, 95-54, and Dom in third by a short 2-game stretch of 93-56. It is so close.
Yes, it is.
Dom, is this the week you finally step up?
I mean, I have a lot of different picks than you guys,
This is
so
potential.
there is a chance.
Okay, we did not actually post on the socials, and this is my bad. I will take ownership of this. The Bear versus Big Whopp bet of the week last week. However, the game was Chargers-Steelers. I had Steelers. Nick had Chargers. He won. He's like 6-0 in the last 6 weeks. Long story short, it wasn't posted.
Gabe's
We will figure out
pockets
the
are
mathematics. We will post the updated graphic this week. Me and Big Whopp, now that my luscious man is home, will figure out our new bet, and we will get the bet posted. Updated records. Just know my pockets are broken empty for you listeners. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to continue
Nick's
gambling and
pockets are
betting, though.
Full.
They are full.
Yeah.
And I got to give him $20 left in my driveway. I should have lied and said it wasn't there and pocketed it, but I'm a good man.
Yeah.
So, moving on to Week 11 pick'ems, we are kicking off on Thursday Night Football with the Jets heading to New England to take on the Patriots, in which me, Nick, and Dom went. The Patriots across the board. Talia.
With the Patriots as well.
Perfect. So
I don't believe in the Jets in this week.
This is the one week where Talia doesn't pick them, but the both times she did, they did win.
They did.
Heading over into a rather odd matchup. I really don't know which way this could go, but I'll give you my 2 cents. We've got the Commanders taking on the Dolphins coming off a big win, which me and Dom went the Miami Dolphins. Nick, keeping it to his childhood hero with Marcus Mariota, went the Commanders. Talia, who did you go?
I also went the Commanders.
Wow.
Surprisingly, me and Nick usually have a lot of the same picks. It's kind of weird. Like last week, I think 3 of ours were the same. And
I wish I
we all
could
went the
justify
same.
Nick's mindset sometimes, but I just don't know where it goes.
I also don't have a mindset either, so maybe it just
Maybe that's why you guys win.
Kind of blindly picking.
Maybe that's why you guys win.
Maybe,
You guys have no expectation. I have too many.
Yeah.
Going to the NFC, we've got the Packers taking on the head coachless Giants, in which me, Dom, and Nick went the Packers across the board. Talia?
I went the Packers as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Going to an AFC. Is this South? No, this is not an AFC South. But AFC matchup, divisional game. We've got the Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans, in which me, Dominic, went the Texans across the board. And Talia.
I also went the Texans as well.
Perfect. We're keeping it consistent now.
Yeah.
And this is where it gets a little shaky. We have the Carolina Panthers taking on Penix and the Falcons, in which me and Nick went the Falcons. Dom?
I went the Panthers.
And why?
Because the Falcons are irrelevant, and I think Bryce Young's just going to come back and have a generational game and then suck next week.
He just lost to the Saints.
I just said he's going to have a generational game this week and then suck next week. You should have heard me.
Talia, who did you go?
I also went the Panthers.
Oh, wow. I guess it's a 50-50 split here.
I like the cats.
All right.
Meow.
That's true. You are a fucking cat person at heart. We've got the Bears. This is going to be a big NFC game. So although I went this route, we do know how JJ performs in these kind of games against his divisional teams. We've got the Chicago Bears on a heavy win streak taking on JJ McCarthy and the Vikings, which me, Nick, and Dom went the Bears across the board. Talia, who did you pick?
I also went the Bears as well.
4 for 4, Bears across the board. You hear it here first. Mm-hmm. Heading back to an odd AFC matchup that I think we all know how this is going to go. We have the Chargers taking on T-Law and the Jags, in which me, Dom, and Nick went the Chargers across the board. And Talia, you picked?
The Chargers as well.
4 for 4 again.
Yeah.
My hometown team, Baker Mayfield and the Bucks, taking on another AFC East team in the Buffalo Bills, in which me, Dom, and Nick went the Bucks across the board. Talia, who did you pick?
I went the Bills.
Wow. And why?
Bold.
I don't know.
Considering you're a Patriots fan, you would think you'd want them to lose this game.
Yeah, but I don't pay attention that much.
She's just going for winning.
I just go by the team. I don't.
All right, I don't
care about their division or anything.
Considering you probably did better than I did last week, I probably should take notes.
Well,
heading into another divisional AFC matchup, we've got the Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, which me and Nick went the Steelers. Dom, you went your Bengals.
We've talked about how bad the frauds the Steelers are. Why the hell would I pick them? Joe Flacco's getting it done.
Could we call them the Freelers? The fraud Steelers.
Terrible.
It's terrible. Just like them.
Sure.
Just like them. The Freelers. All right. Heading to an NFC West match.
I didn't give you my team.
Sorry. Wow. Sorry.
I went the
Talia.
Steelers.
Thanks, Talia.
She went with this.
You're welcome.
You should have switched real quick. You should have audibled that with Bengals. Heading to the NFC West, we got the 49ers taking on the Cardinals, in which me, Nick, and Dom went the 49ers across the board. Talia.
The 49ers as well.
Perfect. 4 for 4. We're going back on some consistencies here. 4 for 4 at Wendy's here on the Turf Talk podcast. All right. Dom's game of the week. The Seattle Seahawks in a big, massive game. You thought the Bucs game was big? This is as big as it gets for right now. The Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Me, Nick, and Dom went. The Seahawks.
The Seahawks?
You messed up your own fucking team.
The Seahawks across the board.
We don't say the city. 3, 2, 1. The Seahawks across the board. Talia.
I want the Rams.
Wow.
Kind of just.
Did you just break your heart?
New England's dead to me.
Good. Seahawks are dead to me.
We knew that. We made that clear last week. All right. To AFC West matchup, following Dom's game of the week, we have me and Nick's game of the week. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos, in which me, Nick, and Dom went. The Broncos across the board.
Defense wins championships.
And Talia, you picked?
The Broncos as well.
4 for 4.
Of course she's going to pick the Broncos.
All right, Dom.
She's got to appease Gabe.
What?
Yeah, what? Huh? You pulled an audible with this pick.
I did.
Explain to the people your thoughts.
I just said it. Defense wins championships.
And you think they could
I want the Chiefs to lose.
Expose Mahomes.
They've exposed every other team they went against somehow in some way, so why wouldn't they do it again?
I mean, they took out Stroud and they took out Geno.
I was unaware. I was unaware of the J.K. Dobbins situation when I made this pick, so I'm slightly swayed, but I'm sticking with the Broncos because of their defense.
Okay.
And I want the Chiefs to lose.
All right.
Understandable.
Bringing it back to the AFC North, we have the Baltimore Ravens, who I guess are top 10 now in some outlets, taking on the Cleveland... Shit, this team should be top 10 too. Taking on the Cleveland Browns, in which me, Dom, and Nick went. The Ravens across the board. Talia, who did you pick?
The Ravens as well.
All right, she's going her, not hometown, but, partial hometown team. Yeah, regardless she hates them or not. We understand that. She told us last week. Heading back to the NFC, we have got the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, in which my lone wolf self selected the Philadelphia Eagles and the team I believe in. Dom and Nick, who'd you guys take?
The Lions.
The Lions.
Their offense is too explosive, and Jalen Hurts is a bottom 15 quarterback, so it's not going to happen.
Wow. And Talia, who did you pick?
I also want the Lions.
Oh, God. I am really the lone wolf here. I am the wolf among sheep, and I will take this challenge on. I just pray to God this isn't the bet of the week.
It's like we're the three little piggies and you're the big bad wolf.
I want to be the wolf in amongst the sheep. Let's not go to the tails.
She just said you were the wolf.
Yeah, but they're doing the piggy story. I want to be the badass of the group.
Move on.
No,
right. I guess
whatever. You don't want to tear houses down.
Fine, that's the same shit applies. All right, fine. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are tearing down the goddamn house. And finishing off Week 11, we've got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the non-existent Las Vegas Raiders, in which me, Dom, and Nick went. The Cowboys across the board. And Talia, finish us off. Who did you pick?
The Cowboys as well.
Hey, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
That ain't their saying, but I'm going to say it like it is.
I don't know what they're saying.
Those are our Week 11 picks. That is also episode 54. So to close this out, if you ever want to collab, reach out to the Turf Talk Podcast. You know the drill. Reach us at GabeDowdPodcast@gmail.com. Follow on all socials so you never miss any content, uploads, or any entertaining content, as we are always rapidly posting uplifting and entertaining content for all of you that love football and the camaraderie that it brings. And as usual, I will close you out with the message that we love saying: join the huddle and join the talk with the Turf Talk Podcast.